Hello.
I'm just shape-shifting Amber style Bryn today, and I'm doing pretty good. I've got my birthday week of gaming going on, so I'm really excited about that. But unfortunately, even though I asked Epi very nicely, I don't think he'll be able to make it.
I can't.
Epi, what are you doing instead?
What am I doing instead? Well, I'm doing well. I got somewhere there's a portrait of me that's just remaining eternally young as I age horribly in front of your very eyes. This upcoming week I'm going to be doing I believe I'm doing another speed run of Swords Without Master on the actual Play channel. So I'm looking forward to that. Not as much as I'm looking forward to playing Torchbearer here tonight with you good fine folk.
Hey, there I fixed the mic. Fixed the mic problem. They actually didn't hear me earlier, but that's fine.
Oh,
it's okay.
So we all just started talking out of
it. Yeah, no, it's
all right.
No, you know when OBS crashed, it removed my microphone preference apparently. So whatever. Hey, everybody.
It's a good night. It's a good night right now.
No problems. I'm strictly professional.
This is
above board
so smoothly.
Happy Memorial Day. How are you doing, Sage?
I'm doing well. I've had a good Memorial Day so far, and I got to participate in the early part of Adam's birthday week of gaming and play. I think I'm going to call it my favorite tabletop or favorite board game of all time. Here I Stand, and I came within one roll of winning, and then I could talk about this game for a long time. In fact, I was doing it before we went live, so I will put myself there. But it is a fantastic game. Here I Stand. If you've got a ton of time, I mean, we played from 11 a.m. to 5:30, a little after 5 p.m., and just barely finished up one of the shorter games.
Yeah, it was a quick game.
It was a quick game, but it was fantastic. So I've managed to get in some epic board gaming, and now I'm ready to play Torchbearer.
Yeah, excellent. So let's get ready to rumble. Virgil cannot join us tonight, but that's okay. So we're just gonna go ahead.
Gonna play that he's gonna hang out in town because we are heading out, or how do we want to handle that?
They are afraid, so that kind of makes sense. So we have before we do the head out and everything like that.
So much for elves being made of sterner stuff.
Yeah, we need to do the previously on the prologue.
Oh, totally. Please do that.
I believe that I am ineligible.
Oh, shit. Is that down to me then?
Sounds like
I will double check, but I'm pretty sure I did last session. So
you did do it last session.
Yeah.
Oh, crap. And you're like the one who could use something here.
Yeah, no, I could really use it. But last time I gambled on being able to get rid of Exhausted in town and maybe being able to come out fresh. Didn't happen. So instead, I still have Exhausted.
Okay. Let me see if I can recap then. Well, okay. Now, this is actually pretty easy because what we did last time is we came back to town. We started walking through the town gates at the very beginning. One amongst us, I can't remember who, just managed to set up some brilliant deals, did some amazing haggling, and finally managed not to piss off every merchant in town. So whoever that was, kudos to them.
So modest. So modest.
I believe the majority of us spent most of our time at the flop house because we were rotting from the inside out. There was several of us were sick and injured. It was not a good scene. We did turn what's her face Sirica over to the authorities, right? And At which point Bryn went and had a little discussion with her dwarven friend, who is the head of the guard, right? Or am I
Head of the
mistaken
keep.
here?
I
What's
think
that?
it was the Castellan.
Oh, the Castellan. All right.
Yeah.
Yogan the Red.
Yeah.
Lord Commander. Not
Right. At which point we discovered we are actually probably in over our heads when it comes to the politics of the keep itself. And because I'm trying to remember, there was a point of contention, but Bryn pulled off, as Bryn often does with her sharp tongue.
I can illuminate for you.
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
Sirica was here on passage by the Baron of this land. The Baron to the south, the Baron of Kelvin. And the Baron, excuse me, it's a duchy. It's a duchy. It's the Duke, Duke Kelvin, who gave Sirica the orders to be around here. So they fall under their jurisdiction.
Yes.
Turns out that they were there to, it was political, spy, that kind of stuff.
But aside from that, we made some pretty strong purchases. I remember that happening. We bought some stuff. And I think, we stripped Sirica of her weaponry. That was a thing. I was like, wait a minute. I have a note here saying that I have a chaos mace. But that was part of that whole deal. Oh, yeah, because we got Bryn into some plate mail. And,
Yeah, I'm looking pretty amazing in this character. Plate mail, fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you managed to be fresh. That's...
I'll take any character that has no problems yet.
Yeah.
Give them some problems.
Yes. So I think we're doing pretty good, and I think we ended it with looking to head outward. The only problem at the very end was Cadence is afeared. I don't remember why Cadence got afraid, or maybe Cadence just was afraid and didn't manage to get rid of it. Is that
They've been afraid since they went foraging for food and found the other dead elf. Right.
Because up till now, Cadence didn't realize elves could die. And Linus is. Are you exhausted? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But aside from that, we're doing good. Except now we're down one elf as we head out. I have nothing to spend that on. So honestly, and I'll be honest with you, I don't care if that was a good enough recap.
It was. Yeah, so you don't have, you could recover a spent point of nature if that was an issue.
I don't have any.
You were good.
Unfortunately.
Okay. Too easy on you.
Yeah.
All right. Noted.
Yeah, you haven't had any character deaths yet.
No. I've gotten real close.
Yeah.
For the most part, you guys hold on pretty well when it comes down to combat and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then everything else has just always been kind of, you're on death's door, but nothing, you're not like, desperate enough that this warrants death. So.
No complaints, but
yeah, no complaints.
And we should do our belief, goal, instinct.
Yes.
Yeah, so talk to me about what the plan is as far as the party, because I believe I'm going to definitely need to change the goal and instinct here. But I really, really like how Sean worded this belief, so I might want to keep it just because.
So I think we left it that we were heading back to the Red Caves. That this was, we felt that was certainly going to be the place where we would our last big score, and then we could finally retire. So, which I assume that's what we're doing as adventurers now, is just make enough money so we can buy the keep and chase everyone out. So, and what we know about the Red Caves thus far is that there's an undead infestation. and there's a torturer who is no longer with us, but maybe again because of undead infestations. And that was all working with Sirica, right? Sirica was somehow involved in that.
Yeah, so I mean, I think plan-wise, we had kind of talked about delving into the Red Caves some more. Because that seems to be the weirdest thing happening here.
Mm-hmm.
I guess is kind of our... And I mean, to be completely open here, out of character, Eric has kind of pointed us at like, hey, let's delve more into the Red Caves because that's kind of where the rest of the meat of stuff lies, which is totally reasonable.
There are other caves, though.
There are others, but like, I mean, aside from his helping hints, I also feel like the Red Caves are by far the most interesting thing we run into. And Linus, for his part, is
right.
Like the Red Caves are the place where we've found the least sympathetic people, kind of. Like most of the other creatures here, he's been kind of like, oh, you're slightly human, and like there's some goodness here, but the Red Caves are just like undead and torturers, which even Linus is kind of over with. So I tend to say like, let's go in there. I think so. I'm debating whether this makes sense. I think Linus may feel like the Red Caves are kind of the problem here. Like everything else is unfortunate, but the Red Caves are what's making this a problem for everyone.
Does Linus believe that?
It may be a thing he believes. Actually, yeah. I was trying to turn that into a goal. I think I'm going to turn that into a belief. Thank you. That's super useful.
Hey, I'm here.
Right there.
I have my belief, goal, and instinct I can share. I know that's not in order here, but as we're writing them up, it might. Mm-hmm. Basil, the party cleric, has the belief that the path to holiness is to pity the gods for what they need of you. And I'm keeping that one. The goal is to send at least one undead critter to their final reward. I figure we're going to run into some, and I really have a hankering now that I have a chaos mace that's calling to me, telling me that I should return these undead to the realm of the dead. And finally, my instinct is when traveling through lush woods, prepare poultices.
Nice.
For more trying times, just to make it a little more poetic.
All right, so Bryn has this belief. How do you tell if a human is lying to you? They open their mouth, which I'm hoping is less a Linus thing and a Sirica thing, more a Sirica thing. Is that?
Yeah, no, that's mostly about Sirica.
A little Basil.
Like Linus and Basil both have not helped with that, but that is primarily a Sirica. And I think like the Crippler, like most of the humans we've met have not been good people.
Oh, I forgot that in my recap, you got some background info on the Crippler, right?
No, I failed to.
That's badly.
Right. But I did get a spell from him, so I now have. It's here on my character sheet. I'm scrolling down. Greybeard's Bane. I make someone forget something about the length of a short conversation, or if they're a spellcaster, I can make them forget a spell or prayer.
Nice.
Yeah, so that could actually be pretty useful.
Yes.
All right. And then we don't think that we're going to be able to clear the Red Caves today. We're just going to be starting on them, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I would say that's probably like, I'd like to say we're going to clear them. We're probably not.
Right. We're a leaner, fitter crew now. So we're screwed.
Okay.
We'll see. It's true, though.
Can I goal keep everybody alive as we enter the Red Caves? How does that sound?
I like it.
I feel like yeah. I feel like Bryn's like still feels needs to be a little bit hyper cynical on my entire party that's going with me now is human.
Uh-oh.
My best of the bunch, but what are you gonna do, right? Oh, am I losing some internet? I can try and fix that.
You did glitch out there for a minute.
Yeah, I think I can make something happen in a minute, but
Sure.
But maybe after I talk.
Yeah.
As long as I'm holding on. So I think I'm going to set up my belief in goal and instinct around. I'm going to keep these humans alive because, even though they're humans, you can't do anything alone. And so goal will be to keep everybody together and alive. And belief will be even a weak group is better than alone.
Sure.
Yeah, as long as you think when you go to at the end of the session, be able to say, I did this role in service to this goal, or we got in this problem and I was able to help continuously. As long as you can demonstrate that you were acted towards solving your goal, probably fine. Or instinct, yeah.
Keep everyone alive in the red caves, but I'm stuck on instinct.
So I went for mine by basically looking over my skills and figuring out which one I'd like to make sure I get a check towards. Actually, I started doing that and then realized the one that I'd most like a check towards I'm not going to get. So then I went with my second most one I'd get a check towards.
Yeah. And the thing about Bryn, the instinct of always improve shoddy workmanship has served us quite well in the past. If you can't think of anything, that's a good one to rely upon.
I like it going with the theme too. It's like I'm going to work with what I've got.
Yeah. That's a very Bryn thing to say. I'm going to work with what I've got, which in this case is actually we're even down the elf. I was going to be song slinging elf, but actually no, you've just got two human. Oh man, how would I even describe us? Most of the words I can think of are not very kind.
How about this for belief? Only a poor craftsman blames his tools, where we understand tools as also the group that I have to work with.
I like it.
It's actually pretty spot on.
That is good.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
All right. That's where I'm going.
Very Bryn.
Cool. So mine, my instinct in camp, always prepare a hearty meal. I'm not sure we're going to make camp this session, but we might. And I would really love another check towards cooking because I lost cooking when I sucked it up to get rid of sick.
All right.
So currently Linus has a hard time cooking because all I can remember is the last time he did it, and it wasn't very good. My goal. So Linus, I think at this point, just kind of doesn't know what to make. He's in a very in-between space. He went into town thinking I needed to take care of myself. And then that didn't go very well. But he also feels like both the caves and the keep are full of really bad people in a lot of ways. If anything, he's more sympathetic to the caves. So I will find a solution to the caves that isn't killing sentient creatures. I did sentient there just because the undead, okay, fine. The undead can suck it. But for the sentient creatures, I think I'm going to keep that goal. I think it's probably unrealistic. I think we're going to end up killing some sentient creatures, but I'm going to try. And then belief, the red caves have made an unfortunate situation into a ticking time bomb. We must defuse it.
Nice.
Because I think he feels like the caves being here and the keep, these things aren't great on their own, but whatever is going on in the red caves have made that into a serious degrading situation, an untenable situation. Yeah.
Yes.
For sure.
I also just like the image of Linus standing right in the entrance of the red caves and just shouting, "Where are my sentient creatures at?"
That sounds like Linus. Wait, are you? A friend of mine, when she plays games, is always looking for signs of culture among creatures to figure. So she's an anthropologist by training, and is always looking out for wait, are these things we're killing they have culture? I feel like that's getting to be Linus now. Like, so as I was writing this up, I was actually debating, like, where did gnolls fall on this? Because we know gnolls are just like eating machines, but would he kill one?
Yeah,
I don't know. We'll see if we run into any gnolls.
It's a really good question. Okay. All right then. I think we have everybody's. We are our mise en place, and I think now we're ready to go.
Excellent.
Let's go. Let's cook. So you guys are, because of the prologue, you guys are leaving town. We have a map, so we can fast travel if that's what you wish. That's on the table.
I'd like to use an instinct.
Already. Okay.
Well, when traveling through lush, wait, what the hell was it? When traveling through lush woods, prepare poultices for more trying times. So I'm assuming that we're going to do some traveling through some better lands before we get to the bad lands.
Correct.
Yes. And I would like to use I think it's healer to prepare my poultices.
Yeah.
So,
cool.
Yeah.
And I would hope that this is compatible with like fast travel. Like fast travel means that it's not dangerous travel. We still go through these places. Like just having a map doesn't mean we don't walk through the forest.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. So I clearly vote that we fast travel.
Yeah. You preparing your poultice and maybe stopping around to forage for some mushrooms and stuff like that does not break the fast travel.
Excellent. So this is what I want to do. I'm totally gaming this because I am also going to use the touched by the gods trait against me because I have this chaos mace and I'm being pulled fast travel. I'm being pulled towards the caves of chaos to get my job done and not to waste time on such lousy, such useless things as poultices.
So like even as you're making them, your mace is like whispering to you.
Yeah,
like
you have a job to get done here.
Yeah, nice.
Because hold on. Sorry, old man cramp. That happens.
I'm sadly familiar.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Damn it.
Hey, maybe you should get a portrait. That's all I'm saying.
Because your microphone was out, nobody else heard that you actually had a portrait.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. That joke, whatever. That joke was still worth it.
It works. It works.
Yeah.
All right. So, what is my ob for preparing a poultice? It depends on what I'm preparing it for, huh?
Yes, it does.
I'm going to prepare it for exhausted.
Oh, I was hoping you'd say that.
Yeah. Well, I'm doing using the trait against me. So, what does that do? Does
Which
that
trait?
just my touched by the gods trait? Because the gods need work. So does that increase the difficulty? Is that what it? Yeah.
It takes if you use a trait, it gives you minus. It doesn't increase the difficulty. It subtracts 1 die from your pool.
Yep. Okay. All right.
And that might sound interchangeable as increasing the difficulty, but
no.
In this game, I think it's important to delineate the.
I'm really looking for the check and also looking to fail a healing roll. But if I happen to succeed, it'll be a happy accident.
Right.
The best part.
All right. So what is the ob?
I have to go to the advanced part of the book with all the stuff of it.
That's what you get.
Yeah, I was on the wrong part of the book. I'm around it. Here you are.
Hey, so sorry to interrupt, but because I think I may be the only person who saw this, Virgil just said that he is late as well, but it sounds like he's up now.
Oh, cool.
Okay. My phone buzzed, so I saw it, and I just want to make sure that Eric saw it to help.
Oh no, I didn't see it, so thank you so much. No, if you can, just Let them know that. Let them know to come on. Well, yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
What's time to jump in?
Thank you. Haggler, Hunter. Where is Healer?
Where is Healer?
What am I doing wrong?
Where is Thumpkin?
I'm really sorry. I do not see Hunter in the list of skills in this page 137 of the book.
138.
138.
The
Fighter, Haggler, Healer. There it is. You're right.
Yes.
Right. So you're making a poultice for exhausted, so it's an ob one.
Oh, okay. So we got even odds here.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
No problem. I'm going to make my roll. We really want me to miss this, but let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Yes!
Sounds good.
Interesting.
So, because I failed, I get to mark a failure on my healer.
You did get to mark a failure. You
and
can also...
if that fulfills my pass-fail requirements, I just go right up. Right away?
Yes.
Or is it... Excellent.
You're not sick anymore, so it advances immediately.
Yes.
If this was a conflict, you could literally take the advancement and it would behave for the next turn. The only thing I wanted to ask you here is before... It still counts as a fail, but do you want to do any sort of like post facto fate, anything like that, right? Wise usage here?
I don't, but I forgot my fresh condition. Should I make a roll for that one as well?
No. I mean, we're 16 sessions in.
Okay. That's good. That's fine.
That's fine. You're hungry and thirsty, so don't even worry about your fresh condition anyways.
Oh. Okay, that's good. All right. Well, it was worth it because either I get a +1 die to one roll to help out with exhausted, or I increase my healer by an entire die. Nailed it. Game in the system. That's the theme song for that.
That is the theme song for Keep on the Borderlands.
What is going on with that? I'm sorry.
I think it's Ethernet cord.
I'm trying to figure out.
It's full of bees.
Yeah, I'll talk about it during a break.
Sure. Sorry.
Don't worry about it. For the most part, you're very clear, and we can hear you fine.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I had my instinct fun.
It's more frustrating than you know. So
okay,
so we'll get back to it later.
Totally understood.
Yeah.
Right. So you do find, is it mushrooms? You tell me. What you were looking for something, right? And you asked the gods, right?
Yeah. So I think I was probably looking for. Well, I wanted to get something good for exhausted, but I kept forgetting what I was trying to get something good for as I'm going along.
Right.
And I kept getting like mixed up about which poultice that I was trying to. So I just put together a little bit of everything that does nothing, just doesn't help. It just is a little concoction that tastes like medicine, but
not exactly. Remember, because
okay.
I'm giving you unconditional success here. I'm giving you you do find the things, but not in the way that you not for the price that you agreed to.
Oh, okay.
And for this case. And you used Touched by the Gods against yourself, right?
Right, yes. Because the gods kept nagging me. They need me to do some work. And I'm like, I'll get to it. But self-care is more important right now.
Yeah, I'm going to give you hungry and thirsty. I had a different idea, but I'll save that for later. That's cool. Right. I have to keep, just how you forgot fresh, I have to keep asking one more time, like, what traits are you using? Because I love using traits to influence how I give you conditions and things like that based on your stuff. So, okay. That was an instinct, so that doesn't count against the grind.
Yes.
Everything's okay. It's the middle of the day, lights on an issue.
You did get a poultice then?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you got a poultice, but you also got the hungry and thirsty condition.
So did I? But and I also failed and got all that other stuff.
Right? Yes,
yeah, it counts
all of
as a
that.
failure.
You got all of it.
All right.
Yeah. So you got the thing. It counts as a failure, and you also got hungry and thirsty as a bonus.
It's everything I always wanted.
I love being hungry and thirsty.
Yes.
Choosy clerics choose hunger and thirst. No wealth and
Excellent.
taste here. Okay. Cool. Good job. Do you want to take... So we're going to fast travel now. Do we want to pretend that during the fast travel you're going to try to treat the exhaustion here?
Yeah,
Wait, I
can
guess
I?
you have to camp. Wait, no, I guess you have to wait to camp to do
Yeah,
that.
I think
you
we
have to
have to
wait.
wait.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Never mind.
too.
But you have a check now. If you want to
Yay.
quickly... Do you want to quickly camp and, like, hash that out? Or is that the idea? Or do you want to...
That doesn't sound excellent.
No, because
No.
we would
You
have
got
to
plenty of
consume
time.
rations.
Right.
Yeah, I don't. Well, but
Well, you do-
exhausted is real bad.
Yeah. Epi, are you doing anything to take care of your hungry and thirsty? Because you have the
I think-
opportunity to do so.
I think if I ever have the opportunity to drink wine, I will.
Sure.
So
sense.
I do,
Boop, boop, boop.
because that is.
Everybody. New players joined. New
Yay,
players joined the
Virgil.
call.
Hey, Virgil.
Diablo's forces go stronger.
Yeah.
What we need.
So I know that I just said
Uh-oh.
we shouldn't camp, but the more I'm staring down this exhausted condition, the more I actually kind of want to say we should camp. Like, it's a factor for everything except resources, circles, and recovery.
That's exactly what it says on the condition sheet. Yes.
I'm not sure if you guys are aware of this game called Torchbearer. In it, being exhausted is a factor in all tests except I mean, that's kind of a big deal. I'm kind of tempted to say
Well,
camp.
if we're going to do that, let me cast a spell real quick.
Oh, that's a good point. We could kind of like just mess around outside the caves for a little bit, do whatever else we want to.
Yeah, because casting a spell also doesn't take a turn.
Correct.
And I would like, now that our elf has joined us, I would like to relieve him of his anxieties and concerns with the benison of Lords of Valor.
Yeah.
And in the game, right?
So, yeah. Welcome, Virgil. Thanks for. Happy to have you back, buddy.
Yeah,
Hope you're doing
good
well.
to be here.
If you don't mind, we're gonna skip the introductions. Just hope your character has a belief and everything ready. Because we're in the middle of getting ready to fast travel out to the caves. Ostensibly, we're getting to the caves. I think you just might have missed Basil going ahead and trying to find some stuff for herbs for exhaustion.
Yeah, some gorgeous herbs.
They
It was
failed.
It got me hungry.
Could have used your help. Maybe during the time you were foraging, you accidentally bumble into Cadence running around.
Yeah. Hey, what are you doing here?
It is so well foraging.
Yeah, like I found 3 rocks and a stick. Don't think these are edible though.
Depends on how dedicated you are, really.
You are made of sterner stuff.
Yeah.
I'm so stern I eat twigs and rocks.
Only softwoods, not crazy.
So I'm going to try and cast this spell on you, Cadence, if you're down with that. Because the Lords of Valor tell me that you need some help. They have whispered your name in my ears. And they said that you must return to the mighty, sterner Cadence that they once knew.
Well, it's just that all the long shadows this time of year gets me very uneasy. Oh, you know.
Well, then I will attempt to bestow this upon him. So this is a ritualist test.
Yeah.
And I just take the ob that's right out of the book here, right? The ob 3.
Can you tell me the page number real quick, just so I can follow along? But yeah,
51.
I think you're right. Thank you. Yeah.
All right, and we're feeling like this is an important. I mean,
Here's my question for you, though.
yeah,
I know you have the spell. You're neutral, though, not lawful, right?
right.
Okay. I just want to make sure because I'm thinking about how gods will think about this.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean, like
ominous at all.
that absolutely comes in mechanically when memorizing spells.
Right.
Okay, but I mean, like, yeah, I'm also totally down with the gods. I am unaffiliated, not neutral, unaffiliated. I am a freelance in the god world.
Yeah. Gods,
Undrafted free agent.
Yes.
Gods are really picky, especially when it comes to benisons about Lords of Valor, right? They don't like their valor being stolen.
I'm tempted to use foolhardy on here because I am one who knows about valor. But actually, no, I'm just going to go straight here. I think I can do. No, I'm going to use foolhardy. Never mind. I changed my mind twice here. I'm justifying the foolhardy is just showing off. It's just while I'm doing it, talking about my own personal courage that I've exhibited throughout as I run into stupid things. And I tell you about the last time when I was foolhardy, when I ran side by side with you, Cadence, into the red caves up against these undead that we will face again.
I really do love this because as the book describes this as chanting of war songs, and so I totally think that you've changed the words but kept the same rhythm for your own exploits,
right?
And that's like because that's perfectly foolhardy, right?
Yes,
but also like, yeah, I like that a lot. That's a cool picture. All right.
It's rap battle Basil. Yeah.
Yes. Oh,
hey,
tie is good, right?
Yeah, ask and you shall receive, my friend.
There you go.
The Lords of Valor and their lofty sword throne feel fit to bestow this. Maybe begrudgingly through you. Maybe it's just more for Cadence. Not really sure. No, they don't really let you in on their secrets. But
I know secrets.
You have cured.
They need me more than I need them. Sorry.
That is, I mean, that's perfect. Yeah, there's the foolhardy. Yeah. So, congratulations, Cadence. You were no longer afraid. Whatever exactly it was from the spell, whether it was divine aid or whether it was Basil's own words and cheery mood, maybe the jokingness of the songs. But you were cured.
Yeah. I've cheered up and feeling much better. Now, you guys have been talking of camp.
Yeah.
We've actually been discussing camping because on the way to the caves, Basil has made some poultices that could help with my exhausted, and exhausted is pretty bad. So, I mean, it seems silly.
We've heard it's a factor in all tests except for resources.
In circles.
I like that plan. It also gives you a chance to cook. Oh, wait, yeah, because you have an instinct to cook, right?
Yes.
Or no, just change it.
Yeah. No, I have an instinct to cook. So,
yeah. Is anybody opposed to it?
I think it's perfectly fine. I think Bryn knows that you got to sharpen the sword sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's try it. Spend a turn making a survivalist roll to get a good campground?
Sure, because we are like nothing on the grind, so we might as well.
Sure.
I can do that as well. I'm doing all the rolling, and I'm happy about that. But if somebody else, I have a 4.
Survivalist is not me.
All right, I will do that. Testing survivalist. All right. Anyone helping? Or is that even out of the question?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I think I
am
can
helping with scout.
well.
Right. As always, the general answer is, "Can I help with this skill?" Is justify it with what you're doing fictionally.
Yeah, I'm scouting. Like
yeah,
and I'm just telling him where I've already found all the good rocks and sticks. Like, oh, not over there. I mean, it's mostly mud.
Oh shit, I'm actually a decent survivalist. Oh yeah, I think I've justified this before as like Linus has been like kicked out of a lot of parties basically and had to like go out and camp in the woods. Like everybody else is having fun and he goes and Man, he's starting to sound like a guy I knew in college. Yeah, so I actually have survivalists, so I'm helping in the obvious way of like, I think Linus always says it in the most depressing way. He's like walking around and he's like, I have to be really drunk to sleep here. We should probably find a better spot. Like,
Good.
so yeah, helping with survivalist.
All right, so I've got 2. Wait, is Caden? Are you helping as well?
Yeah, he's pointing out the rocks and sticks.
I have
Sorry.
survivalist 1.
Yeah. So I got 3. What is my ob?
Oh, you're trying to make camp right now.
Yeah.
It's 2.
Wait, I'm sorry. What was that? I missed it.
2?
2. Got it. Yeah.
Ooh, easy. Yeah, so you find a good
Yeah.
spot.
Excellent.
So it's literally 1 tick of the grind. Are you guys ready to just go to camp? Do you want to spend those, you have some valuable...
Right, because it resets the grind, right?
Yeah, so like we've got time on the grind. I'm just trying to think of what things we would want to do out here. Most of my skills are not super useful things. Actually,
I mean, can we get checks if we need... We've got 1 check to do the healing, but if we need to do something else during camp...
I've so it's not going to advance the grind anyway, but I'm thinking about doing something with this spell. Other folks continue on. I need to figure out what I want to do with the spell.
Right, we have 2 checks. What would you like to do?
Okay, so yeah, I think Linus is going to once we found our camping site, he's going to try to make sure that we're not interrupted in camp by using celestial music to create a sound that will like distract people who would be coming towards us. The real thing that I'm trying to do here, though, is to cast a really hard spell so I can get 1 more failure at Arcanist and advance it. So Linus is going to aim real high for this one and probably earn himself a check so that I have an extra check to spend in camp.
This is our training montage, is what this is.
This is pretty close to a training montage. The thing is, failure always has consequences. So
Yeah.
it can totally smack me down when I fail this, but I'm actually trying to set it up so I fail it. So Linus like wanders probably orthogonal from how we came in from our camp. So he's not like retracing the way we came in, not exposing that route, but just kind of like wanders off a ways and then starts to cast celestial music. I think he's going for human voices. He wants it to sound like basically another campsite so that anybody who is looking for a campsite would come to this one, like where he's casting celestial music, not our campsite. And because it needs to be for a while, I think I'm going for at least 2 turns. So I'm setting myself up for a pretty high ob here. So it's ob 1 for 1, 2, 3. It's ob 3 for human voices, up to ob 4 to make it 2 turns. What's my Arcanist? My Arcanist is 4, so that's already pretty unlikely. And then I'm going to use Thoughtful against me to be at -1 dice here, because Linus is so thoughtful that he's trying to like craft a fake conversation for our exact voices, and he's being a perfectionist about it. He's being like, what would Bryn say if I said that? And just like totally making it too big a thing, which is exactly what I'm trying to do. Okay, Arcan. Yes.
Good. I know just what's gonna happen.
Oh yeah, the thing is I'm setting us up here for problems, but the nice thing is we're early on the grind and we're pretty sure we want to make camp anyway, and if I can advance Arcanist, that's really good. And so I set myself up here for ob 4. Hey, guess what? I failed.
What?
Okay.
I think you should spend some persona.
Yep.
you got to make sure.
So let's find out how a failure looks.
Well, I mean, are you choosing to fail and not spend persona?
Let me I'm double checking the advancement rules to make sure that I have the right number here. You need a number equal to a number of passes equal to the current rating, a number of tests equal to one less. So yes, I want to fail here. I'm not spending anything. Bring it on, Eric.
Okay. Yeah, you do make the sounds of your campsite off in the distance. But the campsite is met with other sounds from around the caves.
This music is great for this, by the way.
Oh, so as soon as I start making these noises with the spell, there's immediately like other noises around me?
Yeah, because I imagine you make the spell cast like you throw your voice to the other area, right?
Yeah, basically. I mean, I have to stand fairly close to it, but yeah, I'm somewhere. I'm a little bit out of our camp, and I'm projecting it even further than that.
Right. Well, when you do that, and you can hear your spell going off, right? Like your spell's cast perfectly. The problem is that this draws unwanted attention by throwing your voice over there. That has actually attracted some things that are walking around here. And you could see from your vantage point from where you were casting the spell, and you could see a small group of beaten and battered and bloodied gnolls dragging themselves out of here. Their hands, like you can see, their hands are all like crunched and like they look broken, like their knuckles are rubbed raw. Then you hear the sounds of their laughter and their howls as they move in sort of like a squad, like limping to where you're throwing those voices there.
Okay, so Linus quietly heads back to the campsite we've identified, and without quite admitting to how badly he screwed this up, it's just like, everybody, I saw some gnolls nearby.
They heard the gnolls.
Oh, okay.
Right, they're not quiet about it.
There's gnolls nearby. And actually, no, Linus isn't a jerk. He kind of owns up to the fact, like, I was trying to make sure they would be distracted from us, but I might have drawn them a little bit closer. But good news, I learned some interesting things about how magic works.
I, for one, am very proud of you.
Yes, well, yes. You're never going to learn if you don't try, I guess. What are we going to do about it?
Well, so far they're not coming any closer to us.
It's a matter of time before they realize that this was a farce, and they're going to start sniffing around for what caused it.
Let's do a quick camp right now.
Yeah.
And hope that we do it before they come sniffing around.
Bryn wants us to set up a defensive perimeter. Like if how much do you say about their condition? Do you describe?
Oh, I mentioned because like the broken hands. I mentioned their condition. And I mentioned like broken hands is not something we've seen on.
No, but we did hear the digging and scraping, right?
I wonder if that's.
They must have gotten out. I think it's the ones we might have a little grudge with.
Oh, well, that's fantastic. Ones we have a grudge with.
Yes.
I'm sure this will be fine.
I mean, they won't be able to use wises or beneficial traits.
Okay.
Because they're angry.
Okay. So Bryn's going to look around the camp and find positions for us to be in so that we can surprise them and surround them if they show up, if we want to act.
Yeah.
And so we don't have to act, but getting into the position where we are at the most beneficial for acting is kind of the point. And I want to use scout and kind of my tap my nature for avenging a grudge.
Nice.
On this stuff, but she's just going into straight on you over there, you over there, you over there orders. Because when I was helping the survivalist role find the campsite, I was looking for all this kind of military tactical areas anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Is that kind of an acceptable role?
Totally.
Rockin'.
Can I aid?
I will accept your aid, sir.
So,
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I
Like,
was.
Are you sure I can fit into a much smaller space than that? You'd be surprised.
I need you to be able to strike from the hidden place, sir.
We're talking ambushes, so I am aiding with bandit wise.
Nice.
Because if there's one thing bandits know, it's
ambushes for
the
sure.
price of good ale. But no, ambushes. Yeah, that's the.
That too for sure.
Yes.
All right.
And I'm helping with Caves of Chaos wise because this is an area that I know a lot, and so
Yes.
we've observed a lot of patrols around here. And while gnolls aren't quite like doing a formal patrol, I can tell you a lot about how people usually move through this area.
Beautiful. Cadence, you have a thought, or are you good?
Yeah, no, I'll help out by what was the scout? Because I have that.
I'm gonna scout with my nature.
Oh well, then I can help with my nature, right? Which is hiding.
Oh yeah, definitely. You can point out the good hiding spots.
Yeah.
And then should I put my nature value into the help as well, or should I?
Yeah, that's typically what we've been doing.
Rockin'. I'm okay.
I'm
with
like,
this.
don't hide behind the couch tree. Everyone checks behind the couch tree first.
So give me an ob, sir.
Right. So I think I'm gonna make it against ostensibly the future gnolls, right? So it's a versus test.
I'm cool with that. I'm gonna leave it as ob 0 then, or ob 1.
Yeah, I typically do it ob 1, but that's
Hey, you are
whichever
the
way.
I've got a million
Nice.
dice. Yeah.
Well,
I will
And
go ahead and take that 5 successes. And actually, I've got a million persona. And if I'm going against some future, who knows what, that seems like something I might want to tap. Persona for exploding 6s, yeah?
yes.
I think no. Fate explodes 6s, isn't it?
Oh,
Persona
that's-
adds dice.
That is
Sorry,
even
yeah.
better.
Mhm.
Wait for that.
Yeah. You do beat it.
Oh yeah, but I want lots of successes. I only beat it by 2. I kind of wanted more, but that's okay. We'll take it as beaten by 2, and we are in the perfect ambush positions, but we're not striking yet. So what does it look like when they come in? We've like gone up trees and into bushes and behind rocks.
So the grind advances. Okay, cool. Which is important because like we kind of want to make sure that we use as much of the grind as we can before we camp.
Yeah, that's fine.
Right. I think we just have that sort of tentative standoffness of the gnolls are now kind of sniffing around trying to find your scent, and you're sort of leading them right into that like designated kill box that you have kind of set up, right?
So
The DKB.
up in the rocky. So you guys are up in those rocky escarpments again. Maybe not necessarily the same place you've camped like 3 times before, right? But somewhere relatively close by.
So the other thought here is, talk to me about how, because Bryn would like to avoid a fight where she's outnumbered if possible. So, here is the moment where we strike.
Adam, your internet
you
cut
broke
you
up
out
a little in
for
the
20
middle.
seconds. 5 seconds. It was only 5 seconds.
Oh, I'm so sad.
It's okay.
Yeah, I have stolen QoS priority from my wife, who's streaming on the PlayStation downstairs. So she's also an engineer. She might be stealing it back. We're gonna let's see how this could all go. It'll be great. But yeah, just let me know. But I want to know if Bryn is good enough and how good she is in order to get either let's not fight at all, which would be her preference because she has other things she wants to do, or we fight at the absolute perfect moment to jump out. You know, I've set up my hands or whatever. Because if we don't have to fight, I don't want to. But if the gnolls are gonna find us anyways, then we're gonna hit it.
Right. No, I think that's you definitely have some sort of chance here to achieve what you want. I don't think it's necessarily a fight could happen. If you want, you're in a good defensive position as well. But like, if you are looking for an opportunity to maybe like swindle them so they just don't ignore you or something like they followed a false trail or maybe just lucked out or something like that, I totally see that as a possibility. I'm looking at what like a pursuer flee could possibly be. Yeah, so it might be another scout test. Just the scope of this scout test might be to hide from them.
Yeah, but
They don't notice you.
the big piece of it though is if at the moment where she sees that it's inevitable, she wants to strike first.
Right.
So what kind of ob are we talking about? And I'm totally gonna do it.
Okay, so
'Cause it
here's what I'm
sounds great, and I want
yeah,
more
so-
scout tests.
So Adam, just so you know right now, you are in the opportune moment to strike first if we want to fight before.
How many nulls are we talking about?
There's 3.
Let's beat them up.
You
Yeah,
are
I think for 3 we.
I don't get to do combat very often, so
All right. So
Okay.
yeah, we get to jump in. I think it's a good idea to take care of them.
I
That's
can't be
good.
outshone by an elf. Let's do it.
shouldn't have given that elf its courage back.
okay. Let me cut us over to the conflict page,
Yeah.
which I
I
did
do
not clear
need-
off some last time.
All of you guys are trying to fail rolls. I will have you note that I do need to fail some more fighter rolls. So
Nobody has any conditions except for Linus, who has exhausted.
Yep.
Let's see.
And what does exhausted do again? No, I'm kidding.
You almost got me there. I was about to mention what exhausted does.
fight disposition. I cannot remember. And I think our intent here is almost certainly just to drive off.
Yeah.
They're injured. They're not our primary goal. We're
Yep.
just getting them out of here.
Do we want to drive them in a specific direction though?
Oh, I mean away from the caves.
Okay.
Because
That'd probably be good.
we're trying to get them to a point where they're not going to be in our way with as few casualties as possible because I need to keep my tools in working order.
Yes.
You mean us tools?
yes.
I mean, I didn't say that out loud, did I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Their goal is probably to... I mean, cut off your escape, drive you into allies. Seems pretty right.
So our goal is to drive them away from our path.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is a drive-off conflict.
Are they armored?
They are armored. Yeah.
What kind? What's it look like?
Oh, it's leather, but I'm being very generous when I call it that. It's more just like
yeah.
scraps.
Being very generous just by naming the material. So think about
Yes.
that.
And I can't get help on disposition, right?
Oh, you can. And I am helping. I'm just
rocking. The other
trying
thing,
to decide which of the helps I'm going to do here. I'm going to definitely have my shield out then, because I think the only advantage to using a mace in this particular case is against. Well, let me see here.
and then I haven't done surprise attacks in Torchbearer yet. Are we going to get a full round of actions before them, or some bonus
No.
rolls, or what?
No, so here's what's going to happen. So essentially, you set yourself up to give yourself what I would kind of imagine being an additional die on your first action.
Kind of a maneuver, a pre-combat maneuver.
Exactly.
Sure,
So 2 dice, actually. I would rather say 2 dice.
because I won by 2. Yeah, totally.
So here's actually, hold on, let me, I'm going to expand it even further. I went from 1 dice to 2 dice, and now I'm going to give you an option here.
I'll take whatever you give me. Yeah.
First action, well, this is an either or case. Something that I'll let you guys do, because you all work together to set up this campsite, right? I would give everybody plus 1 die for this round, or you could give the very first person who goes plus 2 dice. Right?
I mean,
Because that depends on how you
plus
set
one
up
is
your...
basically 3 dice.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess at this point we don't know their disposition. I was gonna say, looking at their disposition, 1 big roll might knock them out. I lean towards 1 die for everybody.
Yeah.
This is their disposition. It's 5.
Yeah, but I mean, we at the time that we're making this decision, we probably shouldn't know what their disposition is going to be. If I know their disposition is 5, I would almost lean towards the 2 dice because we might be able to just.
Well, you've driven off gnolls before.
Virgil,
so we know them.
Virgil, you have a thought? Are you for 3 dice or for 2 dice?
I kind of feel like riding the chance of a lucky easy win, like with the extra dice right up front.
I'm gonna vote for 1 die for every person, so we don't show our hand on that first move.
I think Bryn is also pretty cautious, and the 1 die per person is much more cautious. As much as I would like to see Cadence take first shot and then immediately run out into the middle with 2 dice, I have a feeling Bryn would be really upset about that, and so we're gonna take the 3 dice.
So
I think that makes sense.
Basil helps by, we set up this camp and everything like that. I think Basil attached a bunch of brush and trees to his shield so that when the perfect moment to strike comes up, Basil just jumps up and screams and just runs at him to look like the brunt of the force is coming from where Basil is, which is clearly not where the rest of you are.
Yeah.
But not clear to these gnolls. These gnolls think that I'm an army of 3 people or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
I like it.
I've quickly fashioned like a moss ghillie suit. So I'm like standing like on a tree where I've like taken the moss off of it and like leaned against the tree and stuck it all to myself, so that they can walk past me, so that when he yells, we'll have him completely surrounded.
Just imagine you were wearing this ghillie suit the whole time. It's just like
No, I just carefully peel off a big section of moss from the tree, and then slap that on the front of me, and it's like perfect camo.
Perfect.
Linus, talk to me.
Talk to you about what?
You helping?
So the things that I can do, like looking at the stats used in this, I don't think so, actually.
Yeah.
Like Linus, I want to be kind of jokey and be like, Linus is really good about scaring people away. But I think it's like people. Like he's unintentionally creepy and people tend to like run off on him. But it's fighter and health, and he's not very good at either of those things. So like once somebody isn't immediately creeped out by him, he's like, my playbook here is empty. Like,
yeah.
Can you use your red caves wise?
Oh,
or Caves of Chaos
wise. Actually, yes. I think that he would help with that. Like, he knows how far the gnolls are from the regions they're typically in.
But also our path that we're going to take to the caves, which is where we're trying to drive them away from.
Yeah, so his help is less in being like able to actually drive them off, and more in like, wait, no, we push them that way. Like, I think at the last minute, as we're all like getting in position, he like moves somebody over a few feet to be like, wait, we want to drive them more over that way because if they go this way, they'll run into the hobgoblins or whatever. Yeah. So cool. Thank you. That is totally a way that I could help.
Cool. Rockin'. I will take that 3 extra dice. And then I'm going to get to add my health straight to this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Will.
Any traits or anything you want to add to it?
No, it's health.
Drive off his health.
Oh, I misread the line then. Apologies.
I feel like this is definitely not that one.
I like the.
No, this is Bryn at her least jaded, and I don't believe I would like to.
So, hold on. Are we sure? I'm kind of double checking here. Are you sure it's not Will for drive off? Because kill is fighter health.
I am looking at page 68, and drive off says fighter health on roll.
Yeah,
drive off.
My edition.
Okay. Then my handout is incorrect. I'm sorry about that.
No, your handoff is correct for you're looking at conflict, like your skill and abilities for disposition lines up with that. Drive off is fighter health.
No, it's fighter will.
No.
drive
Oh
off
wait,
is-
no, I'm looking at the conflict ability skills used.
That's
yeah,
what
yeah.
I
Oh
was
yeah.
trying to
Oh, I'm
get
sorry.
to.
Yeah. No, you're right.
I think
All right.
that's where I got messed up too.
Boy,
Exactly.
Whoa.
Once we're in the fight, I'm actually pretty good because I
Yeah.
have fight
of
will.
course.
Guys,
Yeah.
guys, it is a beautiful book. It's a beautiful. I love the feeling of it, so I just wanted to open it. But yeah, I think I'm good on traits. I don't think either of these. I could make them make sense, but not in a satisfying way. I guess is where I'm going.
Yeah, but Adam, does yours have a picture of Ulfr, the saddest wizard, in it? Because mine does.
Yeah, no, I'm not that cool.
Mine also has errata that if a certain person is running the game, the grind works differently. So, you know.
We will compare signatures later. Let me tell you. So yeah, I'll roll up 1, and this is plus my health, which is plus 4. If you did not realize that this was plus health, are they still plus 5? Are they still 5?
Yeah, my the way monsters work and their disposition is different.
Oh,
than
okay, cool.
Players.
Cool. So yeah, so we've got a 7 disposition.
Cool. Yeah, you got 7 tokens to spend. Because is Bryn the captain of our group?
I believe that's the only thing that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. You did kind of lead the tactical situation here. So Bryn,
takes
you
charge.
you get to determine. Obviously, there's 7. Not everybody gets 2. So which character gets 1?
I would say
disposition point.
Linus should probably only get 1 because I'm exhausted, as I may have mentioned.
That's right.
Right. Keep this in mind that the person who, if you get knocked out with disposition, even if you're brought back, you're probably the person who's going to eat a condition if it ever comes to that.
Right.
And
I mean, so yeah, I guess that does mean that I end up doubling up on conditions if we take them, but I'm also the least useful because it's going to be a factor in all my checks.
We are just about to rest, anyways.
Yeah.
Any moment now.
Yeah, so
conflicts are a great way. Conflicts are a super great way to get a bunch of checks. So
Yeah.
that in mind
I mean,
too.
we've already actually got enough checks to camp with.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, I would advocate for me being the one with 1 because if I'm taken out, it's not as big a deal as anybody else.
I think that makes
Cool.
sense to me. Rockin'. And then I see conflict deck cards hovering over people's heads, so but I can do this. Perfect. Cool. Okay, and you've already selected yours. And I believe that we are just really hardcore attack because we are coming out of the shadows, swords drawn, stab them in the face. Like that's what's going on here, right?
And we
Sure.
tend to expect them to attack, which means that it's not worth fainting because it's
That's
not
not
going
going
to
to
do
help
anything.
us. Yeah.
At most, we'd want to maneuver to set up future big rolls, but we already have a blanket 1 dice across this. So
Right.
I think
Yeah.
attack makes a lot of sense.
That was our
All right.
pre-maneuver. As much as I would like to be more subtle, I don't believe that is the way this is going to go.
Is the order of characters as I have it laid out the correct order?
Well, so
Who has the
Wait.
highest fighter? I think we should open with the highest because if we have a chance, I feel like at 5 to knock him out if we're lucky.
I
You're also rolling
narrative-
against me.
narrative
So keep that in
fighters
mind.
feel like I would make the signal, and then probably not end up being able to be the first person because like right before I made the signal, somebody rushed out. But I'm trying to figure out whether that would be Basil or Cadence.
Basil did describe themselves doing the surprise
Oh, surprise round kind of initiate.
flanking thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And then I feel like I would end up probably pulling third as cleanup if Cadence wants to take second because I think Linus is probably on deck.
Yeah, I think so.
Is that cool?
Yeah. I totally think that Basil's going to jump out, and then I come from behind as they try to attack him. So that makes
Whoa!
sense.
Look at me.
Jumped out indeed. Yeah, so we are Basil, Cadence, Bryn.
All right.
Yep. Cool. I think we're ready to flip then.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, never expected that.
Cool. There we go. Yep. A lot of.
What a
okay.
surprise.
Remember?
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, yeah, I haven't really been. I've been kind of really lackluster with the Knoll descriptions, but yeah, they just ferociously just charge at you, just blinded by their insatiable hunger and thirst for revenge.
They're not even a bit taken aback by our emergence from the shadows.
No,
They're
they're
just,
already
like, instinctively attacking.
yeah. No, they're
Well-
they're already look like they're super banged up.
Yeah, we'll take it.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna. I mean, just like a choo-choo train. Just run shield first with all of this crap hanging off of it right into them like a bowling ball. Like
I will help.
Like a choo-choo.
I will help by like jumping out and kneeling down behind one of them, so he'll like push them over me.
Good. And I'm also hopefully have described me being foolhardy enough to use the trait in this.
I think you're pretty legit there.
Yeah.
Do you have foolhardy at level? Oh wait, you're using
2.
it for yourself this time. Oh, or it's level 2.
No, I do have it at level 2. So
Okay.
this is my second and last time this
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
Then from here on out, I'm serious.
Good work. Sounds good.
Who else is helping?
Yeah, I made the call, and so I believe that is my
Your leadership.
leadership.
Yeah.
I'll help with Orator. My loud speaking voice of charge.
Yeah, I help with I think Caves of Chaos wise because when I think I do something about like helping how the signal is given. Like ahead of time, I've told everybody like I noticed before that the Knolls seem to be more like visual than auditory, so we can probably do like a clicking bird signal, like a tapping woodpecker noise to like let each other know, and they probably won't think anything of it, and then we'll jump on it or whatever, something like that.
Oh well, if you're gonna do that, then I need to help with Scout because my Scout battle signals are all animal.
Oh, yeah.
Sure. I mean, it's all helping, so like, yeah.
Oh,
Right.
this is very important, sir.
So I gotta actually kind of an important question. The spell that Linus cast that you rolled the failure on, but the spell happened, right? Like
that was auditory. Okay, maybe I'm doing the opposite. I'm saying like they're highly auditory, but they're not very visual. So like we can do like rustle some bushes, and they probably won't think anything of it because it'll just be a normal sound. Like he has some knowledge of the noticeable to the Knolls, and he steers us away from doing whatever that is, so that our signal to attack is something that they won't pick up on until we are attacking them.
Good. I just want to envision this entire fight, like the sort of soundtrack to this entire fight is Linus's idea of a conversation that our group would have.
Yes, just the soundtrack is definitely in the background. All of us are still talking, and
20 feet down that way. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's good. I got lots of good dice here, including that one bonus die for being all awesome in the beginning there.
Yeah.
And there's no ob, so I just put ob 1 because I'm rolling versus you.
Correct.
Eric, right? Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Here's my roll. 4.
Oh man, not too bad.
No 6s though.
You two have potential to reroll though.
We tie.
What?
Wow, that is not an Eric roll.
That is not an
Yeah.
roll. I rolled 7 dice and got 4 successes.
Feel like the social contract's been violated.
Question: when there's a tie, does the +1 success happen?
This is an independent.
Oh, this is independent.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
if we can
it
get one more
happens.
success, we can take them out.
Yeah,
Yes.
a tie is just fine.
But
There's nothing we can
you
do
are
to
getting
keep
5.
from having to make a big compromise.
you guys are eating 5.
Okay.
Yeah, so I believe we are.
Wait, not so fast.
Yes,
Armor.
sir.
Oh, I've got
Well,
armor.
and
That's the
and
thing.
wait,
Right.
before we
So-
get to that point,
Oh yeah, we determined the rest you need to roll.
Basil, do you have any persona available?
I have one persona.
So
You do have Bandit Wise, which with a persona seems like an opportunity to re-roll a decent number of failed dice, which could turn this into a victory on this for us. Because otherwise, we have to go attack versus attack again, and they're likely to do it well again, and then we're going to be knocked out.
Yeah. Also, I was wrong. Just before you're figuring out disposition and stuff like that. I forgot. These guys were already taking a -1 to their thing, so the +1 success and -1 cancel each other out. So it's 4.
So they would die on this round.
Yes, the conflict could be over if Basil's able to do something here.
We need to score one more hit.
Okay, I will spend their persona.
Basil, you did include your bonus dice that we got anyways, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Spend that persona.
All right. So, and this is the wait a minute. I can't remember. It's the one where you're like, not like that. We're going to do it like this.
I always forget which one it is.
Yeah, of course, I think.
Of course. If we're going to ambush them, what I want to do is steer them towards the bad ground, the slope downhill. So I'm running one way, and then I realize I have to go wide and come in to knock them down the hill instead of across it. Does that make sense?
So they're fighting up at us.
Yeah. All right. Let me see here. What do we got here? I am now, and that lets me re-roll all my failed dice. Is that correct?
Yeah. 3.
Yes.
3 of them. All right.
No, sorry, that allows you to reroll all your failed dice. Oh, which in this case is
3.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure that we weren't saying like it's capital.
Yeah.
No.
All right, one more success.
One more.
There we go.
That's what we needed.
The result here, they're going to try to resist that one with their armor. Because they have leather armor. They need a 4, 5, or 6. They fail.
That's a social contract I remember.
Yeah.
That's an Eric roll.
All right. The Knolls are no more. That was a G in that. So good job.
No more.
I'm going to give you a persona point for succeeding at that goal.
But we do take.
We have to make a pretty big compromise here.
Now, can I soak some of this on my chainmail? Like, is this a thing that we can lower our compromise by our armor?
Yep. Yeah. So you can do some things here. You can reduce this attack to you by putting your chainmail into action. If you have a helmet, you can spend your helmet to immediately just knock one off, but your helmet's just dinged up. These are all options. But I don't think you have a helmet.
I have a helmet. I have the Ogre Vomit helmet.
Oh, that's right. Of course. Totally. Yeah. So you want
let's use the Ogre Vomit helmet. I mean, why wouldn't we?
So Ogre Vomit helmet. These aren't
doing anything useful these days.
Epi. These aren't mutually exclusive. You can use all of them.
Okay. So Ogre Vomit helmet. I'm using that.
Cool. So now you're taking 3. Your helmet is damaged.
How big of a difference this makes? Because right now we're taking 4, which I'm trying to remember the bands of outcomes. Like
looking right now.
I'm trying to figure out how much of
it's a solid middle compromise.
Yeah. So page 67.
Win or loss less than half the disposition. So our disposition is
if you just reduce it once, that's less than half.
So all you need to do is take off 1, and then we move down to
3 out of 7.
Yeah, and we lost less than half our disposition, so it's a minor compromise. So if you can find a way to... Sorry, I was just trying to figure out, like, if soaking didn't make any difference, we might as well not put these things on the line. But, this is a huge difference, because if you can save us from 1 damage, then we go down to a minor compromise, which is...
Well, I've got chainmail, so I might as well just use that and then roll to see if we even have to bother trying to fix it.
Sounds good.
Rather than the vomit helmet.
Sure.
I like that vomit helmet. I don't want it hurt.
Yeah. So the vomit helmet happens automatically. So you're taking.
Oh, it does.
You're taking
So-
3. Yeah.
No. He's not sure if he wants to use the helmet.
He doesn't have to spend
Oh.
it, right?
Sorry.
Because if he uses the helmet, that's definite damage, right?
Right. The helmet is definitely ruined if I use it.
Mhm.
But the chainmail has a 50% chance of not being ruined. So I'm going to do the chainmail first. I mean, either way, Bryn's here to fix it, but
That's what I'm here for.
okay. Well, you have to fix my chainmail. I get caught up in some knolls.
Yep. It's the chainmail chew through your chainmail.
Always finding an excuse to tear my shirt off. That is.
Now that you're up, like being up close and personal with
We
these
can get
gnolls.
McConaughey to play you in the film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These gnolls were unarmed. They were injured. However, when I say unarmed, as in they're not wielding a shield or a bow or a sword or a clumsy half spear as you've seen them. They were biting you.
Yeah.
And these gnolls all. You're not sure if it was just. I mean, how much do you guys know about gnolls, right? All their like their blood and stuff in their mouth is all black.
Ooh.
It's probably fine.
Yeah, no, I'm good with that. Just come drenched in gnoll mouth blood.
Yeah.
Ogre vomit, no blood.
Yeah.
Is this like the start of making cologne or something? Like ambergris or
Yeah.
There is, do this stuff, but you guys have, you have driven off the gnolls,
All right.
nice.
right?
Yes.
So we'll see.
So but there is like a minor compromise. Is that the deal?
Hold on. So you're not spending the helmet.
Well, he wants to make sure that we are dropping down to 3. And so the hope was the chainmail would do it. But since it doesn't, do we need to do the helmet to get us to drop down to 3?
No,
Yes.
the chainmail does it. It just is also broken in the the attempt.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Never
so
mind.
it's we need
Awesome.
the minor.
Cool.
Yeah. The only difference between the chainmail and the helmet is that the chainmail has a 50% chance of not being broken.
Yeah. Got it. Okay. So it still does it. So you're definitely getting a minor compromise here. But you also got to eat 3 disposition points, which is going to knock you out of the fight regardless.
Okay. I'm out.
Because he
Is that-
personally has to eat it.
Real quick, is that true for leather armor too?
I think leather armor has a chance of not working.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I forgot chainmail is the exceptional one, where that it works and breaks.
Mithril.
I thought that's what it was.
Yeah.
Whatever. That's what I'm ruling in right now. I don't feel like looking through the book. If someone else finds it, then cool. But like that's fine by me.
Man, Eric.
The thing we need to know right now is, so your chainmail's eating it. You're at a minor compromise now. You're still going to take 3 points of disposition damage, which means Epi loses 2 of their disposition points.
Mhm.
Bleed happens, so another character has to lose a disposition point,
I'll take one.
unless Epi wants to also spend their helmet.
Oh yeah, I could just spend the helmet and that's it. Then I
it's
just take all of it.
Then you just take all of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then the helmet's gone. Like I'm actually not sure that's worth it. Like,
Okay.
the position points are per conflict, and like we're only taking a minor compromise no matter what. So
Right.
I mean, fictionally, this does set up somebody who could be involved in that compromise, but it's not that big a deal.
And
Uh,
and I should also be involved in that compromise, anyways. I believe.
So yeah, like how about Bryn takes that last point, and
Okay.
it's not a big deal.
Okay. It's not my call to make. It's your
yeah,
guys'.
consider it done. Oh, well, yeah, it's up to Basil. It's his helmet.
Sure. If you want to take it, Bryn, let's keep the ogre vomit helmet on. It reminds me of better times
Okay.
when we had a friend named Oog.
Yeah.
Oh,
So, the clash happens with the gnolls. You guys are able to wallop them really good, enough to get them to retreat. Maybe lick their wounds, But I think speaking of licking their wounds, I think you have a really nasty bite mark.
Oh, good.
That's clearly looks like it has those droplets of that blackness in it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're gonna need that. Get that checked out.
If only
Let's
we had
see.
some sort of cleric.
Yeah.
Go-
And so I think as a minor compromise here, I think everybody is hungry and thirsty, and Epi has the that bite mark.
I mean,
that needs to
Epi's
get looked
dealt with
at.
worse. So
You're not injured, right? So like you're not
Good.
injured. It's just that you have this bite mark that looks really bad.
Well, if Basil's anything like Epi, he won't see a doctor about it. Just wait until.
Yeah.
It
It definitely smells.
That's
But I'm-
clearly Lyme disease. You need to see a doctor.
Yeah, no, I think that Cadence is a little bit curious about the black, just because you don't hear a lot of songs about the black running blood. It's usually red.
Right.
Is there? Can I?
Real quick. Sorry, just real quick. Is everybody cool with that compromise?
Oh,
Yeah.
I am fine. Yeah, I marked myself down.
I believe that is totally okay.
Okay, just wanted to make sure order of operations stuff, blah blah blah. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, now you want to investigate that.
Yeah, so
Just
I
so
am
you-
Hungry Boy.
Yeah.
Can I do like a lore master check to just
Yeah.
see if I know of any history of
About Knowles?
the
Wait.
blackened
Before you
blood
before you
beast?
jump into that cadence, we have done 3 turns. And if you do this while we're all hungry and exhausted,
Yeah,
Well,
how
we-
about we camp, sir?
Oh, it'll take the grind.
yeah,
Yeah.
because I think that will then give us all an additional condition.
Yeah, I didn't realize we were so far already.
Yeah. Sorry, I just checked and I was like, oh wait, hold on.
Yeah, I brought
don't
us
want
over
this.
to the thing because we were talking
Yeah.
about stuff after the conflict. Now I just wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. It's cool. So we're gonna go to camp then first.
Yeah, I think camp's up next.
Yeah.
Cool. All right then. We're gonna do camp. It's also about time for a break here, so we're gonna get started with the camp. And we're also gonna relieve our hungry and thirsty conditions. Hopefully you do too. We'll see you guys on the other side about a 5 to 7 minute break. And yeah. All right. So don't go anywhere. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the second part of, I think, episode 16 of the Keep on the Borderlands Torchbearer role-playing game campaign. We're getting ready to go do some camping.
Yeah, about time.
Everyone's favorite.
About time. We've done this how many times now?
Well, I say that because, we played this game for 16 sessions now.
Yep.
I love the delicious irony of, how many times you guys have had camping instincts and you never camped, and here's the time that you don't have camping instincts and you're camping? That's sorry.
I
It's just
do have a camping instinct. When I wrote it, I said, this probably isn't going to come up this time, but...
All right, fair.
I'm gonna fit that chainmail shirt with my instinct.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, so just in general, what's our check situation looking like right now?
I have one.
I have one.
None.
I don't think I have any.
I do have my whatever it is, bonus action that I get to do during camp phase.
Oh, right, because you're the
Because
elf.
you're an elf.
Yeah. So the cooking. Well, we should roll. Okay, we did set up a good camp, so we get a +1 bonus to the whatever the camp event thing is, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I gotta roll that real quick. Sorry.
That's okay. The camp event is Knowles. This time they just want to play Parcheesi.
Okay. It's a chill camp.
Camp, the relatively beneficial part of the game.
I would say the camp goes by as uneventfully, but that's not true. What do we do?
Okay, so can the
And-
elf bonus action go first? Is
Mhm.
that legal?
I think so.
'Cause
Yeah, we
I
just
think we're
want to do the cooking before we do the last check.
Right.
yeah, we're
And-
gonna have to interleave instincts and
Yeah.
actual ones.
Currently, Basil has one check.
And I have one check.
Got it. Okay, cool. The red dots over your heads are the checks, so it's easy.
Nice. So, let's do the
Let's-
elf free.
Let's get the
action.
elf one out of the way, and then probably my instinct to cook, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Yeah.
And then we can do Basil, and then my instinct to fix his stuff, and then
I can go with my check.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are the other things we want to do? I mean, there's like a camp setup with.
I need to use poultices to try and get rid of my exhausted.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's probably like the very best thing for me to do is to sing a rousing song to you. Is that a way I can do that? Use the check.
If it is, that sounds great.
I'm just not sure if I is this like I can give you my check, right? I just have to do it somehow.
No, I have a check to
Yeah.
use to do this.
Oh, okay.
I don't think you can donate your elf check.
Okay.
Yeah. I think if you want to use the elf check to do the lore master on the bite.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we can do that.
Yeah.
Makes perfect
Yeah,
sense.
so I'm just like running through songs in my head, and I'm like, "Oh, the beast of the boiling blood. No, that's not it. I know some blood songs. Let me just sing through a couple verses."
Yeah.
Let's see here, and I'll ask if anyone else knows of any good blood limericks that can help jog my memory. Help with lore master? No. Okay.
Wait, what helps with lore master? I have scholar. Does that help with lore? I feel like it doesn't.
If you had it would if you had books and stuff.
Right, that's what it is.
Bryn's just sitting on a log in the corner, hammering quietly on the chainmail, shaking her head.
Yeah. To give you an idea, this is a lore master recall lore problem, which is okay. This is a moderate challenge to remember this. I mean, are you committed to doing the roll?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's Ob 3.
Mm.
To know the secrets of the blood in the blood. It's Ob 3.
And I would like to use my curious trait for this role. 'Cause I'm very curious. Can I?
Yeah. What does being curious look like in this situation?
I keep like applying it to different things. I'm like sure it's not blood because I'm like, have I heard of blood like this? I don't think so. So I'm like keep like I like pull up small sprouts and like apply it to the roots, and I like get like a one of our torches, or like I don't think we have torches, we have lamps. And I like get like a stick and I start like burning it, see if it behaves the same as blood. And the whole time I'm like singing all these songs about different battles that have really good bloody descriptions, because I'm sure there's something in there. Like the blood doesn't smell like anything funny. I do remember a song about that. Okay, so the skill. Wait, what is my skill rating on this? Oh, it's 3. Okay, that's 1 help from curious, and 3 was the
Correct.
only 1 success.
Did you get a 6 there? Do you
I
want
did get a 6. I think I'll go ahead and use one of these fate runes just in case I pull out some real good luck. Oh, close. 2.
Okay. Would you be... I'm wondering if this would make you afraid or not.
Oh no!
Oh no! He just stopped being afraid.
I mean, if it was like a scary song my older brothers would sing to me, be like, and I like remember it, and it comes with all these horrible memories of being, they'd wrap me up in the blankets and beat me with the pillows while singing scary songs.
No, yeah, I think the blood retreats from your face as you go pale, as you do remember the songs. It's an old song about gnolls and what happens when gnolls lose their brood mother.
Interesting. It's like a disease that they get or something when it happens?
You're not entirely sure of what the exact specifications are, but you do know the end result. You do know that. So like basically, this is what you get now, but you need to find out more somewhere else. You don't have the knowledge on you right now.
Right.
You do know that this is absolutely a cursed wound. And like he might become a gnoll kind of thing.
Yes.
So yeah, I like I'm like trying to like
not a werewolf. Yeah.
I'm like
well, the thing is that they my older brothers used to tell me of they'd sing about the gnolls that lost their brood mother and the horrible curse that they carried back to the warriors with them, and the dark blood would flow into the veins of the elven warriors who would be horribly and very painfully permanently transformed into a gnoll, which is I think what we've got here. And I like poke gently at the like blackening wound.
Well, if that's the form the gods need me in,
I don't think it's the form we need you in. I don't mind.
Right. So here's what also you would know, Cadence, that the curse doesn't happen the same way for everybody. Sometimes it's only progeny.
Oh.
So any children you have are gnolls.
Yeah.
Like, it's altering you right now. I don't know how to stop it or what to do about it, but it could just be passed on.
The idea is that now that the mother is dead, they have to make a new mother. And
you might
just gets passed this way.
Proud father of a brood mother.
That that I can deal with. We'll find some way to make it right with the gods. If they need more gnolls upon this earth, this world.
All right,
This
if you start feeling like extra
Mysteria.
peckish more than normal, let us know. Like, just keep updates on the hunger and whether it's,
I am hungry.
Oh, that's not good. I
And
mean, I am
thirsty.
too. We've been out for a bit. Maybe this is normal. What do you say? Maybe someone should cook something soon.
It's gonna happen.
I think we should keep him well fed.
I think we've all got it because we're all feeling pretty hungry.
Yeah. Excellent.
If we're low, he can have my lunch. Honestly, I'm
So-
feeling very generous. I just really like him to be
Well fed.
yes, well fed.
I'm just coughing and then like black blood covers my hand. It's nothing. It's nothing.
Okay.
No. So is the next thing we want to do is attempt to heal your exhausted?
So I have two things to do. So if I do that, should I cook first or should I try and heal my exhausted first? I guess it's better to heal first.
Yeah, because
Well,
That's-
I mean,
Well,
we've got,
see, you probably should heal your exhausted first because, I mean, as we know, exhaustion is a factor in all tests except for resources, circles, and recovery.
and hungry and thirsty is only disposition in any conflict. So
Yeah.
let's try and heal that first.
here is a poultice.
What does the poultice give me on that?
A +1 die.
Okay, so
Counts as supplies.
So I'm rolling.
Taking
for
that out of
recovery
my-
from exhausted. It's a health check, and my health is low. It is 2. I get 1 from the poultices. I've only got 2 persona. That's low for me. But I need some. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use a persona. So that I'm up to 2 helping dice. Hey folks, how could you help me not be exhausted anymore?
Can we help if it's a check?
Oh no, we can't. I believe.
That's I don't want to be that guy.
Only if you pay your own check.
Look, I would love
Yeah.
to help, but I just think it's more important that I really keep an eye on Basil right now. I'm just a little bit spooked out, okay?
So we have 2 checks out here. And do we have a destiny for the second check? Because I could spend a check and help with healer.
Yeah, but that's spending a check for 1 dice.
Oh, and that ends everything right then and there too.
Oh yeah, because then we would have already. So yeah, no, we can't do that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna spend my other persona though. I'm gonna go ahead and go all the way here on persona because I need to recover from this. And then though, it's better to keep that persona to re-roll failed dice. It probably is because
Yeah.
If you can swing it, some way to use them on this.
well, so I can always Caves of Chaos wise, which I can find a way to make that relevant here, to use persona to of course and re-roll all my failed dice, which is probably better than 1 more dice.
Typically, yeah.
So yeah, and then my ob here is 3. Let me flip over to the right tab because I keep the like reference tab open most of the time. So then when I roll, I don't see the result, which everybody else reacts, and I'm sitting here like, oh, is that a good O? Okay, let's see. Yes, I don't have to spend anything more.
Nice.
I am no longer exhausted.
Oh, that was an epic level roll.
Yeah, that's a heck of a roll.
Yeah.
I wish I
Oh
had
yeah,
that.
wow.
4 successes on 4 dice. I mean, come
Nice.
on, isn't that what everybody gets all the
cool.
time?
I mean, it's fine. I think you should really try and explore those 6s.
Now, is it going to be Basil going, or is it going to be Bryn with your instinct?
I think
It should be Bryn, because the same person can't go twice in a row. I still have an instinct to do, but as soon as that check is gone, we're done.
Yeah.
So it needs to be Bryn, Linus, Basil. Has to be our remaining order. I think.
And I'm really unhappy with how this chainmail fared against the gnolls.
Right.
It was probably pretty shoddily constructed to begin with, so I'm going to try and fix it.
Yeah, so you hammer it away by firelight.
That's
Is
right.
no one has done anything about eating rations to be hungry and stuff, right?
Not yet. I'm about to cook us a meal.
Cool. Okay. So you're doing, this is an armorer test to repair chainmail.
That's correct.
Looking at ob 3 to repair chainmail.
That's fine. I'm only rolling 2 dice. That's cool with everybody, right? No problem.
Well, there's not much we can do about it.
Just getting some practice in.
That's
Yeah.
right. I'm mostly just hammering away my anger
You
at the general situation. Bam. No help. I have no supplies. Do I have supplies?
have chainmail.
I have a hammer, but I believe that's like minimal supplies, so I don't have negatives. And so I will go 0, and that is an ob 3. And
So close.
look at that.
You got a 6?
Oh, that's really tempting. So
You probably, I'm guessing you have a fair amount of fate.
yeah, I mean it's not going to cost me anything, but I am looking for a failure. But yeah, so fate to reroll the 6s.
Mhm.
I'll just see how it goes.
1 6.
You know,
Yeah.
what could go wrong?
I mean,
It still counts as a failure.
those dice are now 6, 6, 4, 6, 6, 4 is what has just been rolled.
So what he's saying is
Do more 6s.
Wow.
Another
There you
success.
Yay.
Wow.
I will take that 3 successes on 2 dice.
Yeah, isn't that how
Yes.
everyone does it?
Oh,
Seriously.
thanks, Brent.
Nicely done. Cool.
Looks
Yeah.
better than new.
I appreciate it.
So I have an instinct to do some cooking.
I have an instinct to do some
Goodness.
eating.
The
I have
good
that
news is
instinct.
I'm going to advance because it's currently skill 1, and so I believe anything advances me. Let me double check that. The bad news is I'm skill 1 and my ob is
What are we
I
even
believe.
doing here?
Yeah. Oh wait, but I have to pass this test. I'm really tempted to only cook for myself. Because my ob here on cooking, does anybody have fresh rations I could cook with?
I mean, we're all pretty hungry. So
Yeah.
I have the lembus, which is considered fresh and doesn't go bad.
Yeah. But there's
'Cause,
only there's only that one.
If I cook with that,
You want to cook
and I
with
cook
other
with the whole
materials?
group, then it'll be ob 2, which I might just be able to manage. I only have cook 1 at this point because I sucked it up when I was sick. So even that's going to be iffy.
remember that if you don't feed Basil, he might just eat.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so we all also have our own things to eat and drink, right? Like,
Well, I drank my wine already. So if somebody has water that they're willing to offer.
I mean, I have preserved rations, and each preserved rations has how many uses in it?
It's a good question.
Some number of
3?
uses.
I think fresh rations is 2. No, fresh rations is 3, preserved is 2, or the other way around.
I think it's preserved as 3 because you get an economy of load savings from preserved, I want to say.
There's a gear list, right? I have a handout of this. Why I do this.
I am
Fresh is
sitting-
2, preserved is 3.
Okay, so I could just cook for myself and not inflict this on anybody else, and everybody just, I have enough rations to pass around. I've got 2 preserved rations, so we can all eat just from what I'm carrying.
I've got
Or
one.
I can try to cook for everybody. It's just probably not going to go very well.
I mean,
If the hope is to improve your skill, do what you need to
Yeah.
best.
yeah. And I mean, we have the hottest dice right now.
Oh man, you just killed it.
You just
something
Yeah,
about.
like that. Go ahead, Eric.
I was just making a joke, but something about some dice quantum entanglement. Now that's been observed, it will never be the same again.
That's right.
so
Because it'll be more useful to us if you can improve it to the point.
Cadence,
where you
have you used any of your lambus?
No.
Could I take one use of that to cook with so that I can get an easy check here and try to advance, and I will give you one of my preserved ration uses?
Yeah, so I can mark this down to 2.
Cool. And I'm going to give everybody except myself food from my preserved rations, using up one of my preserved. I have 2. So everybody has now eaten, and with the one that I just got from Cadence, I'm going to try to cook up a hearty meal.
All right, well, be careful. If you soak it too long, it just crumbles away into nothing.
It's so elven.
It's
so
like
elven.
it's cotton candy, right? You just...
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and, because I'm only on 1 dice here, use my other persona to get up to 2 dice, so I at least have kind of even odds. And I think that's about all I can do. And my ob here is 1 because I'm cooking a meal out of fresh rations for myself. Oh, of course I get 2 successes on 2 dice. Of course, that's how things are going tonight.
Yeah.
Anyway, that 1 pass is all I needed to advance. So next time, like, I think since this is angling for advancement anyway, I think Linus, everybody is looking to eat, and he's kind of like, everybody looks to him to cook because he's cooked in the past. And he's like, I don't think I can do that, guys. Last time it didn't work out so well, and I'm still a little... And then he kind of like sneaks off by himself and makes a little pot of something just for himself to see if he can like choke it down. And it actually comes out pretty well. And he's like starting to feel like, oh wait, like maybe I could have cooked for everybody. So yeah, back to cook 2.
But you didn't, and that's what counts.
But yeah, that's what counts. I think Linus justifies this as like, I can't get everybody sick. That'd be really bad. Yeah. Cool. So I have no conditions all of a sudden.
Yeah, me too.
And we are all done with conditions.
I have afraid now, but that's it. But that means I can't help. It doesn't actually...
That's not.
No, you're actually not afraid anymore.
Oh.
How did that go away?
No, wait, you got it back right with the lore master.
Yeah.
That's right. So I get so confused if I forget to put up the little tokens in front of everybody's heads.
So, but we're all out of check, so there's nothing I can do about it now.
No, I have a check. So if you'd like to use that check, because we're all out of everything else we need to do.
Yep.
So why don't you use that check to
just do the will test?
Take some time alone and concentrate on you.
Some me time.
Find out. Yes.
So I'll do will test. Where's the will? Okay, so my will is 4. Yeah, I'm gonna do some like deep breathing exercises for a minute, guys. It's a will test.
Yes, master your anger.
4. I mean, I don't have
the
any.
Emperor is the worst about removing the angry condition. He just says to like let it flow through you, and it doesn't.
Wow. 3
Indeed.
successes.
I'm on the wrong tab again, so everybody else says wow. Oh
wow.
Okay, great. Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, don't discount like a quick meditation break, guys. It can do wonders.
Yeah. Cool. So no more hungry conditions. Nothing. Now, Basil, you have 1 check left before we resume.
That was
it was donated. Okay.
Donated.
But I do have to memorize spells now.
Oh, and I have to choose. I don't have to tell you guys about it, but yes, I have to do the same.
Well, I know how this goes. I'm just going to get 2 unaffiliated spells. I would like the Grace of the Lords of Plenty and the Blessing of the Lords of Light and Darkness. And that is a Theologian. Yeah, Theologian test.
8 minus will.
Yeah, so that's Theologian is 4.
And no one can help with something else.
No.
It's just you doing your benedictions.
But I am bothering you.
I appreciate that.
And I'm like, look, these caves are steeped in this weird chaos energy, right? Like everyone in there is obsessed with the chaos gods, and something's got to be touched by the gods in there, you know?
Yeah, no, I'm definitely.
We've got to find out why or what it is. I think we've got to get deeper in there and do some investigative work. Maybe read some more of those books. We didn't get much time to examine them.
Hey!
Yeah.
Got it.
I've definitely went touched by the gods there.
Yeah, good rolls,
especially
everybody.
since I went full on unaffiliated with my.
Yeah.
Yes. What you speak is true, Cadence. We will do this. We will find out why the gods keep drawing me to these caves and keep placing the tools of chaos in my hands and upon my body.
Inside of you.
What was it that Bryn was saying about tools earlier?
That's right, man. Keep your body sharp.
All right.
Yeah. New grind. It's daytime, so light isn't an issue yet. Although it is. I'm generous when I say daytime. It's like it's like Seattle in the winter around like 4 o'clock.
Good.
Yeah.
And you have all the lights on inside
Dreary.
because you're like trying to cook and you just really actually need to see what you're doing.
It's dreary. Okay. But the grind is in your favor. What would you like to do?
May the grind be ever in your favor.
I believe we are onward to the cave, yeah?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, for
Okay.
sure. I'm ready to charge back in here. We have a tiny little mapped area. I would like to get more of it mapped out. I think that's kind of a good goal for us.
Right. Yeah, so you guys definitely find footsteps leading out of the cave, knoll-sized. They've been, a few days old at this point, but yeah, it's still that same old passageway, dark, spooky, red, marbly.
right.
Stones going down, faint, foul miasma smell.
So who wants a light? Like, how are we gonna?
Well, I've got my new lanterns. They're all light that up.
Okay, that's good.
So I will carry a light. And that uses up one use of my oil. Oh no, so I have one left. Yeah, at the entrance as we walk in and the darkness envelops us, I flare up and I'm like, watch out, there's probably a pit somewhere for what the gnolls dug through.
Right.
So you guys can shine a light down, and the path that the gnolls took definitely veers off to the right, which is the way that you guys were going down towards where the Torchbearer was and that. So remember, at this point, to the left, you're at a T intersection, right? So to your left is down to where where you heard the zombies were and where the clash with the wolves. To your right is a more branching hallways.
What?
The Torchbearer, some of those other rooms that you guys didn't explore around there.
I for one, feel the call of the undead, and they keep begging me to send them back to hell.
As long as we're cautious.
Right. Well, we're pretty sure they're down in this direction.
So,
I'm okay with this.
all right, should we go to the left?
Yeah, I'm good with this, especially because it's the enemies that Linus is the most okay with beating up on. So,
Excellent.
And this is a open. There's no doorways yet, right? This is like an open hallway to the left.
Correct.
Devil, you know.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's devils too. That'd be lovely.
that is the most Basil response.
Right. So you guys would continue down this passageway, and then the passageway seems to branch into, rather than a T intersection, a fork, or more like a three-pronged kind of intersection, the way things go. But everything seems to be a terminus point, and it also seems to be devoid of any sort of life or creatures around. So your light kind of shines through the closest one, which would be one of the sections to your right here. And you can see several huge pools of blood that have just been dried from fighting, some wolf fur. This is clearly where the clash happened.
Yeah.
You see scuff marks around, but there are no bodies.
Oh, that's a good sign, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
it's almost as if
they're
they
already up and walking.
Yeah, they got up and walked away. Yeah,
Yeah.
Interesting.
It seems to be, other than that, it seems to be pretty void. This definitely looks constructed, right? Like all of the stone here seems to have, elven masonry. But
well, we want to stick to the left then, right?
Right.
Yeah.
You guys pass a boulder-filled passage. So clearly that this passageway, this place continues down, but there's been a huge cave in here that's been caved in for quite some time. But that room near the passage spills out into another weird audience chamber. Here you would see that there were, at some point there used to be, maybe you can see it looks like an armory, right? On one side of the wall here, there used to be about 8 or so shields that are now all missing. On the other side, you see sort of a spear rack. That's also, and maybe some armor, half body things for wearing chainmail, and where you would keep armor, stuff like that. It all seems to be taken. So it's just it's an empty armory.
Are there other exits?
Not this way, no.
Very poor collection.
No. Yeah, so it seems like this end...
It's a dead end.
Yeah, do we want to push a little harder on secret passages type things, or we turn around and...
Dead end does seem suspicious. And we do have an elf.
I'm sitting
Oh,
with
yeah.
a dead end right now, but
Yeah. You said these were this was the elven made passageways too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So people are like, oh, dead end, empty, nothing good. And as we're poking around, I'm like, oh, this isn't. This would be like a worthless passageway to dig all this way for a small room. There's got to be something else. Come on, help me look. Run your fingers over the tiles. These tiles will give way sometimes. So I just go around and start putting pressure on the walls and feeling in between all the tilings.
It's going to be a little funny if after Cadence being like, there's no reason they would come all the way down here for nothing. It is just a dead end. But no, I like the direction.
Yeah.
I'd help with Born of Earth and Stone.
Yeah.
If you want to make a roll here.
Great.
I will help by pointing out that any of these things you're pushing and plucking at could also be traps. Using my bandit wise.
I'm like, oh, I should probably just stand slightly to the side when I push. Right,
Yes.
that's a good point. I will just
Lower
I
your-
help out with my Caves of Chaos wise because I know a lot about the Caves of Chaos, and so I'm like, oh wait, no, that stonework we've seen before. That actually isn't odd that it's here. You know, we've already seen that.
all right, okay, skip this.
Yeah.
I got a good feeling about the corner over here, though, lads. Very good feeling.
Yeah.
How good is my feeling here? What
There is something. Yeah, there is something here. The stonework does seem to be different to the touch. You can tell. I think maybe. Yeah, it's probably Cadence and Linus who would probably have the biggest inclination after feeling this. Is that there's some sort of ancient glamour on this place. So you're gonna have to scout through this glamour.
Ooh, okay, so then I start like singing like common songs of like revelation.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm like, oh, it could just be an auditory, you know, sing hello and it opens the door or whatever. Let me try a few things.
Enter. Yeah.
yeah. All right, what's the op here?
This is going to be 4.
Okay, op 4.
Ooh,
Wow.
look at that roll. So you sing, this is awesome. So you sing the songs, the elven songs, and the room kind of gives that sort of heat wavy, dreamy appearance as the walls that were once empty reveal old but well kept elven shields. Oh, you just hold on a second. Adam just got.
I was very excited apparently.
Yeah. I think I might have fixed it. Oh, you're okay. Okay, sorry about that. So the glamour weaves away and reveals that this audience chamber has a old elven chair embedded with 4 red rubies, sort of in like a 4. They're kind of like shaped as like phases of the moon, right? So it's like empty, rising, full, gibbous ending, or crescent, I guess is the one I was missing in the middle. I was like, I know moons. I know what a moon is. And so anyways, you can kind of see around here all of the various elven markings and maker's markings. This seems to be some sort of chamber for someone prominent.
I like I finish out to the rest of the song as is tradition when opening the glamour.
Yeah. Otherwise, you leave an earworm.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone's just humming it all the time. And,
Yeah, you got to resolve that progression or else.
All right, let's rip these things out of this chair, right? Oh wait, maybe not. Let's take a look first.
Yeah. Cadence. I think you spot something that's, as you're getting ready to pry things out, that is somewhat
I do have
interesting to you.
elven craft wise, so I'm like,
oh, these pop right out. I have no problem.
This chair bears the maker marks of Serenadolin.
Ooh.
no way. I like like freeze in place, and I like my mouth agape, and I'm like pointing and pointing and pointing. Then I realize you guys don't read Elven.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's my name, Serenadolin. It's the name of my clan. How the hell did this get here?
I'd like to be standing next to you with my mouth agape with just saliva rolling out of it like a knoll.
I'm like, oh no, it's amazing, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna just go ahead and like instinctively sit in the chair.
Yes.
Okay.
I
Nothing
hope that
happens.
works out for you. Oh, good.
You were like visibly tense.
It's an uncomfortable. Yeah.
Like, I love to play, But yeah, no, that's
Yeah, nothing happens is actually probably on all categories of sitting down on a weird chair. That's it falls under the good
that's
category.
what I hope for every time I sit down on a weird chair.
Yeah. There is definitely a sense of grief in this room, or actually a sense of what grief turns into. Spite. There's a sense that of...
Not a grudge?
No, there's a sense of anger and bitterness to the world in this chair.
Yeah, so I'm a little kind of upset, and I'm like maybe like grabbing the sides of the chair, like, and I'm just like, well, this shouldn't be here, really. I mean, why is this place should have been a nice, lovely place before the chaos came here.
The shields all on the walls that you see here are all family crests of elven houses that are no more.
Yeah, so
like it's all like the paint's gone on them and stuff like that. It's just like you see the imprints, right? Like, but like maybe like as you sit in the chair, maybe you do. Then maybe that is what you see, sort of like a time of when it was, right? In this sort of period before it quickly fades.
Well, the families on some of these crests only exist in song now. This is an old place.
They all exist in song now. There's not a single living family of them among these crests.
So do we have an like? Elves live a long time.
Yeah.
This thing must be pretty old then, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But the question is, how good are these shields?
and how good are the gems? And I'm like,
well,
yeah.
You know, luckily gems never spoil, so these are as good as the day they were dug up.
Do we want to take them with us and appraise them later, or do we want to take a look at them now?
I kind of feel like here in the caves we should just grab and go, right? Like that's our usual tactic.
Yeah.
Unless we have reason to believe that looking at them now would like save us from grief later on, which I don't think we have reason to believe that. Or that we need to know the value of them right now, which I don't think we need that either.
Yeah, let's just grab them. Like
take it and go.
Yeah, I kind of just like,
these should be rightfully mine anyways. Let's take them. They're the group now, right?
Yes, let's grab them.
Okay. Yeah. You probably like. I was thinking about it, and you're an elf, so like you would have stories of what this was, right? This is a very, very old human history story that maybe you guys have heard the name of someone of the Black Count of the Moor. They're a Charladaran hero, but basically, guy went full vampire, waged war on the elves.
Go full vampire.
And essentially, there was a war between men and elves for conquest a long time ago, and these were the elves that lost.
There's like like you can feel the sadness and the spite, because this was a sad defeat for the elven kind when they tried to stand up against evil.
And then I will in earnest start ripping these fucking things out of the chair.
Yeah, real sad, real tearjerker. This one.
Well,
give me a hand. You're like putting your foot on it to like cry.
This one in particular was about the particular death of the daughter of the third.
Yeah.
Oh, I got it. Oh, I can't remember.
Yeah, there's no checks required. There's enough time that you guys can just find that out, right?
Rockin'.
You've also convinced me not to take one of these shields, because I'm not going to take the shield of somebody who lost the war. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. There's 8 shields on the wall.
Bryn's grabbing one.
Which one do you grab? 1 through 8.
They're all given different elven house symbols.
Yeah.
Cadence, can you tell me which one of these?
I will choose I think I will choose like a house of historians.
Okay.
And I'll be like, oh, these were the noble house that would write the long official histories that would be sung down, and I think you've got a good memory, especially if someone's done you wrong. So I think it would fit you well if you had one of these.
Sounds good to me. I'll put
Cool.
down shield, but is there a sweet house name that I can put down next to it?
Oh, yeah. Let's go with Olorora.
Oh no!
Ooh.
Paste that into chat. sir.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's got to be some AUs in there.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna continue hammering vowels until
There you go.
Until Elven
Yeah.
comes out.
exactly. That's the way it works, right?
Pretty sure.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah. These are all Kayari elf names, which are from this area.
Mostly, I want to leave things on Sean's. I want to leave things on Sean's character sheet that he's going to go, "What in the world is that?" That's
Yes.
Yeah. So cool.
So what were the gems? What was it? 4 of them?
Yep.
Something?
They are
right.
4 rubies.
4 rubies, one slot.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
Nice.
These rubies do look particularly valuable, noble, regal. They would fetch a little bit more than what they normally should, or not. Depends on where you sell them.
Yeah, it depends on
Yeah.
Basil.
Yeah,
Like
if you,
haggling.
Expert haggling.
I mean, last time it actually worked out pretty well for us.
you would know. Just for instance, Cadence, like you would probably have known this, and I probably should have told you this a little bit earlier. And I'm sorry if I did, if it's a problem. But like, other elves would not like it that you did that. Right?
Oh yeah, I know very much. I've been like basically chased out of like Elven land.
Yeah.
Shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
I think maybe there's like even the like elf rebel that I am, like going around and running around with all these, you know, ragtag adventurers of non-elves. People don't even know I'm out here doing this, but if they found out, it would be scandalous. And I think maybe there's just like that slight like, oh, this is like such a social faux pas to be like raiding the old lost caverns. But I'm like, no, this is my job. This is like what I do with my friends. Like, this is a huge store. This isn't, you know, no one's going to be mad at me for this. Everyone's just going to be happier for this. Like, this is a good thing. And I like, by the end of it, I'm tucking them in my pocket. And I've fully convinced myself that these are mine.
This is okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. There's nothing else in this spot as like this section of rooms. There's you. I guess during this time you probably were looking for secret like passages and things too. There's nothing I neglected to mention. It's barren on this side.
All right. Do we continue down the hallway?
Right. Just stick to the left. Take the next passageway that we had come to.
You guys return to a familiar passageway. The passageway takes a left to another T intersection. Maybe I can draw it. That might be kind of easy, right?
This is like back where the fur and blood is, right?
Yeah. Here. Give you guys an idea. You guys came in this way. Long hallway. You guys went... this is where the fight was. This is the blocked passageway. This is the room that you were in. These are the stairs leading out. This is your exit. So you go the other way. There's another passage that goes this way. Another T intersection. There's a door in front of you. And there's an open door with stairs leading down, which leads to the torturer's chambers. But you also know that in the torturer's chambers and around there were other rooms that you did not explore.
Oh, so this branch here is pretty much explored then.
Correct.
Okay.
So, are we good on this branch? And we should clean up the torturer's chambers, or what's the general thought here?
Yeah, maybe we should go back to the torturer's chambers.
I hate leaving things half done.
Yeah, the dead wander about. They don't stay in one place, which is, I guess, why people hate the undead.
Yeah.
It's because the
Well,
actual dead stay in one place.
The sound of moaning can be kind of heard from the down somewhere down this way. Remember, sound kind of carries. So
the the old battle that originally was lost here was to a vampire menace. Well, I mean, maybe we can find mention of that somewhere. I know there were more books down there. I do think that the torturer's chamber is a good option.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm up for that next.
Let's do it.
okay, so we're going down to the torturer's rooms.
Yeah, and I'll lead the way with I got my lit
Lantern.
Yeah.
Okay, so the stairs go down. There is this way to this is the torturer's room. There's another door there. There's another passageway this way. And as you go forward here, there is a downward sloping passageway and a door. And the door seems to be broken down. So like it clearly leads into another chamber. Or like it doesn't even look like there was supposed to be a door there. It looks like it was a false door that's been destroyed.
Oh.
Can we tell which way it's been destroyed? Like someone going down or coming up?
It's fallen to you. So whatever came through, based on
way.
the path, you if you follow that path, you know that that's where the blood came from for the gnolls.
Okay.
So this is where the gnolls got themselves out. But we're going to the torturer's room, right?
Yeah,
Looking for any more
directly back
information.
there.
Cool.
You know, it's a gold mine
Yeah.
of torture devices.
You get, you go there, and the place seems to be, or has seemed to have been quickly deconstructed. The once prestigious torture implements are missing.
Oh man, I was hoping that one of you could torture me and I'd remember more about the old stories.
The place seems ransacked as well. Like bookshelves have been knocked over or smashed or destroyed. You find some more of that gnollish black blood here. There was a fight.
Okay, well,
there's pages that are bloodied and like papers that are like scattered, like crinkled and pushed around, but there's no more like solid books like last time.
Well, I bet there were some original copies in there. That's a shame.
Yeah.
Although it might have been like lots of real evil stuff. It might as well be destroyed.
Do we want to try a second time to press some walls?
I mean, it doesn't. I guess it hurts in that, like.
I mean, if I was going to hide anything, it would be hidden behind a place that I already don't want people to go.
what's to the before we come in here though? There's something over to the left.
Yeah, there's a door there that's locked.
Right. Well, I mean, this might have been mostly notes for when the torture was happening. I think maybe we poke in this other room, see if there's some type of library.
So, I think we camped at the torturer's room at one point. That doesn't automatically reveal any secrets, but
good point. We have been in here.
Yeah, we might have even done scouting tests in here.
Yeah, I think maybe we look for another source of information. I mean, I don't think this was destroyed on purpose because we stole some. I think it was just the fight.
Um,
So yeah, I will creep up and go check and listen at this door.
Ooh, listening at doors.
Yeah.
Now we're talking.
Yeah. You listen to this door, and you guys hear the sounds of footsteps. Hushed footsteps. Not behind this door, though. But it's a little bit too late for you to realize that as the sound echoes around.
I'm like moving my head around the door, like, where is it coming from?
Like you're hearing activity, and you thought it was coming from there, but the door that you guys took, going down these stairs, is closed and was locked.
It's fine. We didn't want to leave anyways.
And
You
I
said
think,
locked. And
like you hear like it shut, and then you hear like the shunk of like the bar that goes down, the bar the door,
Oh.
leaving you guys down here.
We got played.
So we're gonna call it there tonight.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a clean stopping point.
Yeah, nicely done, everybody.
Trapped in the
Congrats
caves
on
of
all your
chaos.
I just want to point out that we passed our last 6 tests, and we are the best adventurers there ever.
I think we won Torchbearer. Yeah.
It's a hard fought
I mean, some of
victory.
those were some like risky rolls to make. It's not like these were slam dunks.
Yeah.
Some of them we wanted to lose, didn't we?
All right, everybody. Outros, I guess. Oh wait, no. Experience. That's right.
All right. Yes.
Experience is a thing in this game.
Yep.
You know, I was talking to some other people about games in general, and I just wanted to do a quick I really like games that have a built-in decompression mechanic, which is kind of like what a good experience system should kind of do that, right? At the end of the session, talk about what you did, why you level up for it. That's good, right? It's a good way to get out of the game. So, anyways, I love that Burning Wheel games, especially Torchbearer, has like a previously on is the start of the game, the experience is the end of the game, and that's what a session is. That's when you know it. Anyways,
yeah, it's a nice
let's do some experience.
wrapping.
Yeah, exactly. Not necessary, but it's nice. So let's start with you, Adam. Let's talk about Bryn. Talk about your experience. No sound?
Yeah,
No
we can't
sound.
hear you right now, Adam.
Best.
Yep.
There you
Yeah,
are.
we can.
Yeah, as soon as you touch the mic.
I just had to believe. Bryn always improved poor workmanship. Certainly happened hardcore. So I will take that fate point. I kept everyone alive in the red caves, and as far as I'm concerned, we are still alive. And I can ignore whatever happens.
And definitely in the red cave.
Yeah.
Yeah, certainly there. And I made sure that my tools were used to their greatest effect, pushing all the way into kind of an ambush with the gnolls and into the room behind the room in the armory.
Yeah, the fight especially, you definitely used us well and just kind of sat back while we did that.
That's right. That is right. I'll take it.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. So who wants to go next? I'll take it to Epi.
Oh,
If we're all
right.
the same.
Yes. So my belief is the path to holiness is to pity the gods for what they need of you. I mean, I certainly do pity them for what they need of me. And I've been following whatever way they've been throwing me at. Would that earn me a fate point there, do you think?
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Your foolhardiness and
my goal is to send at least one undead critter to their final reward. Nope. But we are hunting the undead. Do I get a fate for working towards the goal? Is that how that works? Or
Half a fate point rounded down.
okay. I'll take that half fate point rounded down. And then my instinct is when traveling through lush woods, prepare poultices for more trying times, which did work, which right? We got rid of the exhausted.
No, it totally worked.
All right, I'll take a fate for that.
I mean, just because you made the roll, you get the fate point, but
right,
it was also super useful.
Excellent. Well, tell me more about that, or rather, your beliefs, goals, and instincts. There, Sage.
I'm next. So my instinct in camp, always prepare a hearty meal. I played my instinct. It happened, so I do get a fate point there, even though I scaled back my ambitions a little bit. But I think it was a learning moment for Linus.
It's a very Linus thing to do.
Yeah, like, oh wait, I can't cook for everybody. I might poison them. Goal. So my goal actually didn't come up much, and I didn't really work towards it because other than the gnolls, who I'm still not entirely sure how sentient they are, we didn't really encounter anybody even close to sentient. So my goal was I will find a solution to the caves that isn't killing sentient creatures. Actually, I guess you could say I pursued it in that we totally managed to do stuff without killing creature. I mean, it's a little bit of a toss-up where you call gnolls on that. But actually, now that I'm talking myself over it, I think I do get a fate point for pursuing a direction that did not have us killing hobgoblins, goblins, orcs, all those guys. Yeah. And then my belief, the red caves have made an unfortunate situation into a ticking time bomb. We must defuse it. I mean, I'm certainly working towards that because Linus was all for delving into the red caves, which is kind of where we think the problem is right now. So I think I played it. It didn't actually come across that strongly.
Yeah, I didn't feel the pressure so much.
Yeah, there wasn't I didn't have to make any trade-offs to do that. It was just kind of yeah, guys, let's do that. Yeah, I'm actually going to decline the fate point on that one because I didn't do anything to really bring it to the fore or make a big deal out of it. It just kind of, the flow of everything was to go along with that. So I think I may need to rethink that belief. But anyway, over to you, Virgil.
All right. Well, we'll start with my belief. I scribbled these down in 10 seconds because I joined late and everything and hadn't done it last week.
Oh, it's all right. That's what I do when I join on time.
But I think it was okay. These caves have some strange chaos powers. The source can likely be located. Which I did think I played towards that pretty good today.
Definitely.
My goal was to get deeper into the caves than we've been before, which I think we did.
We found a room,
and we're definitely metaphorically way deeper in than we've ever been.
Yeah.
And my instinct I didn't get to do. It's just the run out of food one. I threw it back on there. So that's one fate and one persona, which I'm very happy with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Eric, do you want to run us through group stuff?
Yes. So the first one is MVP. MVP is the person who rolled the best. The person who had the clutch roll of the evening. That really kind of changed the game.
I believe the whole session started out with 4 really good epi rolls.
Yeah.
And then the fight was an epi roll and his equipment as well.
So the only thing that I can see the toss-up on this is, was Basil a workhorse or the MVP? Either way, I agree he's getting a persona, but I'm not sure which one.
I mean, I like the sound of an epi roll. It sounds like a nice pastry. I mean, the if it wasn't Basil's rolling, then the other one that I think is near the end there with Cadence revealing the elven armory.
I like that.
So maybe we want to honor that first.
Yeah, let's maybe give that MVP, and then I think obviously Basil gets workhorse.
Yeah, for workhorse.
Okay.
I mean, all the helping with healing
Bandit-wise.
people. Yeah.
And bandit-wise all over the place. Yeah, I feel good with that distribution.
Yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
I will take that persona.
All right, what's after workhorse?
Embodiment. The last one. It can
Always.
it can be
as many people as we want, as long as it's not everybody.
correct.
So
nominate Cadence.
Seconded.
Every single time, man.
Yeah.
I'm really worried I'm gonna have to get called in for Cadence one of these weeks, and I'm gonna have to try and do all the voices.
Oh, the voice. Every time I hear that voice, I just immediately, I mean, like, it's a small thing, but like every
Right,
time.
yeah.
I think Linus's entire, like the entire scene with the gnolls was mostly Linus's description,
Right.
leading us into this place of just a crazy scene of us talking in the background of us ambushing.
I don't
the fact that entire ambush took place with our own conversation happening in the background.
So good.
Yeah, I felt like Linus was doing the thing where either he was like trying to help and like fumbling, or like too afraid to help and then doing so well that he could have done it anyway. Like, never like he never knows exactly what his capabilities are.
The dice were really kind to me in that tonight, where like either I was blowing a roll out of the water or completely failing, which are a great two modes for Linus, because it's like, oh, I think I can do this to help my friends. Oh no, sorry. Or I'm not gonna be able to do this. Oh wow, look, I'm awesome. Yeah. The dice were very helpful in being able to roleplay there. Okay, so we have two more people. Only one of them can get it.
I think Bryn should get it. I'm pointing to where Bryn is on my screen. That's not.
It doesn't make sense to people watching
Yeah.
it. You're pointing, I think, off screen for them, but I
Bryn.
going, yeah.
I mean, because obviously Adam does a good job of stepping in for any of these characters here, but definitely the whole tool talking and
yeah, I think it's one thing to come in and like play it, but it's another thing to like have the goals and beliefs and the instincts also and worked into play. Like it's work to do just to keep your character up week after week, but to do someone else's is, you know, very impressive. So I agree.
Yeah,
awesome.
Because he's low on persona.
Yeah, it's funny. I'm pretty low on persona these days, and so I need to start angling for. I'm used to kind of just being able to like skate by, but oh man, I'm a little iffy on persona. On the upside, man, a couple more sessions and I could come back to town and actually level up again. I'm doing real well.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Cool. Then that will do it then for us.
Excellent.
Yeah. I love running this game. This game is I don't get to say it a lot, but sometimes running a game is really easy. Like really, really easy. And this is one of these games, and it just feels great. The hardest part is actually providing context to everything in this dungeon.
I love that implicit challenge in the caves. Like there's this, it's so good.
There's nothing. There's no names. Nothing is named. Everything is just there. It's just a quilt, and you're supposed to make sense of it. And,
I'm like, oh, there's 6 shields. There's 8 shields. There's going to be 8 houses. I need some background and historical context for everything.
Yeah.
Name a house. So. Name 2 houses.
Right now.
Yeah, but it's been a lot of fun, and I've actually been really enjoying the world building of this game as we've been doing it. So anyways, let's do some outros, everybody. So let's do it the way we began. Adam/Sean.
Yes, I will accept. I'm at HackerBlinks on Twitter, so we can hang out and stuff. And I am running I'm doing my birthday week, so I will be very incommunicado. But if you want to talk about super heavy war games or really long anything, or if you want to get in on an ongoing Dreams in Darkness Kriegspiel game, there is a slot open because one team is down, and I believe they're going to feel the pain real soon now because somebody drew a Sphere of Annihilation, and it's going to be fun. So if you want in, ping me on Twitter. It'll be great. How about you, Epi?
I am Epidiah, Epidiah, just about anywhere you find an Epidiah in the world. Generally talking a lot on Twitter, but you can also go to my website, dig1000holes.com, where I post about my game designs and whatnot, or worldswithoutmaster.com, where I do my sword and sorcery writing and occasional game designs as well. So, and you should check out Actual Play this Sunday morning for a speed run of Swords Without Master. How about you, Sage?
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter, Old Fortran with an E and an underscore in there. And when I remember to tweet, it's usually about games and stuff. I tweeted a few things from playing games with Adam this past weekend.
Nice.
Played Here I Stand, which I will promote yet again because it is, I think, my favorite board game at this point. It is so good. And from there, I link to other things like my website, Civa for Neblin, which is about as hard to type as it is to pronounce.
Yeah.
So just go to my Twitter profile.
Is it? Hold on. Is that game? It's not a coin game, right?
No, it's not a coin game. It is from GMT, the same publisher, but it is not a coin game.
It is a card-driven war game of the
You're playing this weekend, and you're playing as England. So if you want to like tweet me for some advice, and we can discuss strategy in public, I almost had to win as England. I was so dang close to a win as England. Your problem is going to be France because that's Ken. Watch out. Anyway, we'll talk, and I'm happy to talk it in public so that people hear all the awesome things that happen in Here I Stand, because I'm going to tell you a lot of advice about having kids, which is just going to sound hilarious for people who don't know the game.
We should stream a Here I Stand strategy talk is what we should do.
We should stream an entire game of Here I Stand. Whoa, that'd be really long.
It's really funny when you hear people talking about like video games and stuff, and they're like, you can actually have like 6 kids in like a 1-bedroom house and save on taxes. And you're like, I hope they're talking about a video game.
Yeah.
I playing Here I Stand managed to have a kid on my 3rd wife, which was really early. Like I had a schedule. I only needed 3 of my 6 wives. The other 3 I never even done it.
Save it for the stream.
Yeah.
So I'll hand it over to you, Virgil. I could talk about Here I Stand pretty much indefinitely. I think Adam and I may actually have to record like a podcast or something where we just Here I Stand.
Yes.
So yeah, Virgil, go ahead.
Yeah, do it. I need more podcasts to listen to. If you guys need some music to listen to, you should check out soundcloud.com/Zircon5. I've got a bunch of tracks up there, and if you like anything you hear, a lot of it is usable for Creative Commons works, and if you want to use it in a project, go ahead. If there's a download link, help yourself. If you need something special, hit me up for commissions. You can find me on Twitter at Virgil Levenger. And thanks everyone for watching. That was a real fun session.
Yeah.
Even though I missed just the beginning of it, it was very satisfying. So thanks for running it, Eric, as well. And back to you.
That I was able to run it, Adam, I was thinking about it. I know if you ever had to fill in for Virgil, and if you can't do the voices, is there some way you can like get your keyboard to get picked up by your mic while you talk?
Oh, that's what I was thinking. So I've got an Ableton Push 2 sitting right here, and I could pipe it straight into the laptop and get it to output kind of. I believe that I would need to do a musical background as opposed to the voice background, because I think that's the only thing I can do.
Yeah.
I guess that would be sufficient.
One of these days.
That might not be embodiment, but we'll see. We'll have to see. All right. Yeah, and everybody, I'm Eric, EricVulgaris everywhere. Thank you for watching Keeping the Borderlands. I know we're going to have to do a little bit of some weird stuff with scheduling for this game coming into June. I just wanted to give you guys a heads up about that. As always, the best place to find out when this game's going to be played is either through Twitch here on my events page, where I keep things up and ready to go. I keep that also updated on my Discord, and Twitter also for other announcements. That's kind of where you should find all of my scheduling things right now. Also, speaking of scheduling and things like that, Fever Swamp has ended. It is over after, I think, like 40-something sessions now. I have to do all the counting and math, upload all of those VODs to YouTube, and also write a big old post-mortem about all of it, where I'm going to share all of the, things I learned about running Dungeon Crawl Classics for a West Marches game using that fun Fever Swamp thing. So I'm going to be doing that for this week. I'm going to be starting a job soon. I'm also writing 2 games to get them ready for Go Play Northwest, just small little fun games. One's like Ward of Dungeons, Bladesy game for the Planar Codex. The other one is going to be, it's a fun little world building game that I wrote called Ozymandias. So yeah, I'm very busy doing creative stuff rather than actually running games, doing more stuff about games. And hey, it's fun. I like it. So anyways, I'm doing that stuff. What's up?
I saw you tweet about Ozymandias. Adam here also has a game in development titled Ozymandias. Oh, I've tried to give him a different title, but currently titled
it's a good game.
Ozymandias.
Wait, is this the space game?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard about that game from Tony only after I was designing, so I was telling him my game. Yeah, I want to play that game. Apparently it's super good.
You are free to it. It has been designed 15 times, and I cannot stop. So somebody else...
I've tried to be the one to stop him a few times because there's been a few versions that were really good, but then he just keeps on going with more. And I'm not saying this to be mean because this is how all design works. It's not always better. Sometimes it is. It totally happens to be better some of the time. But sometimes there's also a new version and it's just like, I like the last one better.
So please take it so that I can say, oh, I can't use that name. Eric's got that name.
All right. Well, we'll see. We'll have lots to talk about next week. Yeah, cool. So that's it, everybody. We'll wrap up today's session. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, chat, for hanging out and watching this game with us as well. Yeah. I know sometimes this game goes from, oh boy, do I want to spend the extra hit on my armor for my helmet or not, to, oh my god, what the hell's going on with these elven ghost shield thing? It's a weird game. It's fun. I hope it's fun to watch. It's super, super fun to play, especially with this cast. So thank you, everybody. And and we're looking forward to finishing out the Keep on the Borderlands this summer. So that's it. Good night, everybody.
See you.